this up, bro. Bob,
Hey,
you up here?
Oh man,
you up here looking like Monique today. I'm finna get hold on. I'm gonna start with Fluent. I'm gonna start with Fluent, man.
Chad, it's smoke today. It's smoke.
This how we starting the day.
I'm getting right to this, man.
Hey, Fluent, hey, stick with me, Fluent.
I'm ashamed of you. Both of you two together on this. Fluent, I'm ashamed of you, bro. I'm gonna tell you why, man. You did something, bro, and you thought it was gonna get by me. But Fluent, I told you, man, I'm always watching, bro. So last night, if y'all didn't see, on the Fluent and the Chill show, man, Fluent thought he was slick. Now, Fluent on the show in Chilltown, you a culprit in this because you an instigator. You don't convince Chilltown for some odd reason that if LeBron James win the championship in the finals MVP, that now this man gonna run around here and claim he the GOAT. Fluent, you're disgusting, bro.
Hold on, let's be clear. I said if LeBron wins and he's finals MVP,
no. And you said
not to keep him out of that spot.
And this is why you need to be put in jail immediately. Because you said it would be hard to prove otherwise. That's a damn lie, man.
I know. It would be hard to keep him out of that spot.
No, you said it would be hard to prove. You said it would be hard to prove that he ain't if he does that. That's a damn lie. And Chilltown and Grilltown was down here egging that stuff on me. You two dudes are disgusting. Y'all need to go watch that show last night. They did. They thought
okay, first of all, stop right there, Ticket. Stop right there because this is
taking advantage of me being on drugs.
No. I was not. Okay, so stop right there, Ticket. Let's rewind the clock. Number one, what he said, this is something that he brought to me weeks ago. Don't let the drugs fool you. Don't let him tell you that he was on drugs. No, this was something that we talked about weeks ago. And I actually, when I heard him say it, I didn't double down. I asked him again because I wanted to make sure that I heard what I heard. Tone, are you saying if this happens, this happens? And he said, it'll be hard to keep him out.
It'll be hard to keep him
out.
That's
what he said.
No, he said it'll be hard to. He said it'll be hard to.
I don't think I said prove. I don't think I said
That's
prove.
what you said. Hold on, I got you on tape. So don't worry about that.
So even if he said that, so.
No, that's disgusting.
Why is it disgusting?
Conversation with y'all today because
why is it disgusting?
Wait, what did you say? Hold on. This is what happened.
So weeks ago, let's rewind the clock. Weeks ago, we were talking, and Tone brought this up. I didn't bring this to Tone. Tone brought this up. Fluent said
we were talking about the Lakers' chances and what happened.
We were talking about if the Lakers win the NBA championship, and Tone said if the Lakers win the NBA championship this year. And he wins the finals MVP again at 38 years old on a 7 seed in the playoffs, it would be hard to prove otherwise. That he's the GOAT.
I don't think
I'm not mad.
You didn't say prove otherwise. Let me rephrase that, Tone. You didn't say that. You said it would be hard to keep him out. That's what you said. He said it would be hard to keep him out. End quote. That's what he said. And then last night, what Ticket TV, the ultimate propaganda pusher says, quote, that's disgusting. No, it's not disgusting. And the reason why it's not disgusting is because Tone and I just had this conversation. Tone, can you tell the people that's watching right now what the polls have now done since this LeBron James and Jordan argument? Are they starting to get closer?
I said this before.
Right.
What's happening right now is in the polls, which don't matter, but in the polls, they're doing this, right?
Yes, they are.
70%, 30. Then it was 60-30. Now it's 50-30. In 10 years, none of the kids have seen Jordan. They're all going to vote LeBron.
That's correct.
30 years from then, there's going to be the next person, and LeBron will be second.
Correct.
Hey, look. So I'm
Ticket, stop talking to us like this ain't a conversation. I'm sick of you talking like this ain't even a conversation. I'm tired of you talking to us like that. Because it is one. I'm tired of it.
Don't worry, I got heat for you two chumps today. Don't worry. I got
really disgusting.
So,
but Bob, really disgusting. Damo, who says Anthony Davis.
No. Don't worry. I got heat for him too. Don't worry. I got heat for him too.
I gotta get this off.
I got heat for this jabroni too. Don't worry.
I want you to pass on 30 minutes. I'm gonna pass on 30 minutes, so I have to do it now.
I want you to put Monique on the big screen. Come on. Put Mo Freak on the big screen right now.
You talking about who, me?
You was doing all that yesterday. Let me get to you. And I want to say this to you, Bob, because it's going to go right into Damo, right? And I want everybody to listen to what I'm going to say. Bob, I got too much respect for you, bro. As a brother, man. As a brother, I got too much respect for you, bro. I want you to think about something, man. Right? You said something yesterday about players protecting their investments and all of this other stuff. And me and you, we had a segment that was classic. It was epic yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
And I shouldn't have. You know what? I stand on what I said about Joel Embiid's career. But I'm gonna say this, right? And I want you to think about this. The reason why I said what I said yesterday, bro. And I want everybody to think about something, man. The players before us, if we don't tell the truth and continue to carry on a tradition that they built in an expectation that they paved out for us. For example, all the players that came before them, Jay and all them dudes that came before Mike and all those guys, bro, it was their responsibility to carry on the tradition and that the payment those guys laid. So these dudes, I want y'all to think about this. They were playing most of all the games with injury, with less sports, science, medicine, with way less money. They were motivated to go out there and play. Now you've given these new guys everything to where dudes is getting half their contracts before the season even starts. Some of these dudes getting paid in installments. So now you're doing this, right? You're giving these dudes more and they want to give you less. That's BS. And that's what I was saying to Bob yesterday, which fast forwards me to Dom. This is what the hell I'm talking about with AD, bro. When we talk about a guy like AD, bro, and you talk about going out there every single night and earning your check, bro. That was disgusting last night. That Steve Kerr could make one adjustment and lie to y'all and tell y'all Looney was sick just so he could start at the last second JaMychal Green and blunt smoking JaMychal Green take AD to task the way he did, bro. Bro, I don't want to hear Damo. I don't ever want to hear, because even in a bad game for Giannis, and Fluent will tell you this, living in Vida Loca will tell you this. Giannis will still give you 30 and 20 in a bad game, bro. Bro, a bad game for AD, this dude constantly gives you 12, 11 points. In the playoffs this year, he's dropped 13, 12, 11. Bro, listen, and everybody that's blaming LeBron, that's bullshit. When you're dominant, you demand the ball. If AD's demanding the ball and LeBron ain't giving him the ball, that's something different. Bron looked at that dude last night and seen he didn't have it, man. You go to an end of a first quarter, you up 7 on the road. You win that game last night, series over with. Chilltown, Grilltown, and Fluent in here having a serenade at 18 on a damn Fluent and Chill show last night. It was disgusting. And that man went out there and put out that damn performance last night in front of the whole world. He got shut down by JaMychal Green and the Draymond Green, the Green brothers. That's a damn shame. Damo, you ought to be a damn shame to yourself for running that narrative when these dudes get paid all this. They can pay all this money. They can pay all this money, but don't want to do their damn job. This is facts. And Bob over here, Capital I Records, Mr. Mo Freak over here, condoning that shit, man. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, stop right there. Number one, it sounded like in your monologue that you were ready to apologize about something. So because you said I shouldn't have said something. So you can let's get back on that.
No, you know what he said, Chip.
Yeah, you said you shouldn't have. So okay.
I shouldn't have said the whole word.
Okay, so with that also being said, JaMychal Green yesterday, how much did he really affect AD? Because when I think about what I saw in game 1, AD was getting the same looks he was getting in game 2. He was getting the same shots he was getting in game 2. He was getting the same shots in transition, the same shots in the mid-range, the same shots on the box. It wasn't like he kept the ball away from him, because he did not keep the ball away from him. It wasn't like he kept him off the backboard, because he did not keep him off the backboard. The problem was AD just sucked yesterday, period. Let's just call it what it is.
I need to jump in and say this.
Let's just call it what it is.
I never want to hear anyone And that includes you, Damo. That includes you, Jay. None of. Tell me AD's a top 75, a top 10, a top 5. None of that. Don't ever call him a top anything player because you can't be Bill Russell one night and Andre Drummond the next night. No disrespect to Andre Drummond. I apologize. That's actually a diss to you. And expect to be considered great. You can't. The only difference between AD1 and AD2 is effort. And you can't do that. You can't be that inconsistent and that different of night.
It just goes from here to here, Tone. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like that from a star. Where it goes from it's either this or it's that. There's no in between with him. He's either Shaq, he's either Olajuwon, or he's Felton Spencer.
What makes a player great is their floor. Is no matter how bad they are, they do what is needed to be done to get wins, and he has that floor is through the like. It's
I don't get it.
He doing drugs or something.
No, it ain't.
No, it's not. He doesn't have a sense of urgency night in and night out.
I'm talking about like weed. I'm talking about weed. I ain't talking about nothing crazy. I'm saying I think he smoked too much or something.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the next time AD goes out there and he does hit his shots again, and instead of staying away from the rim, ducked off in the corner guarding JaMychal Green, he probably does have Looney back in the game. If Kerr makes an adjustment and gets him back, because obviously that works, if he's back around the rim and can do the things he's great at, I'm going to be pushing propaganda that he's top 75 again then. It's just he had a bad game. Wait. Hold on.
Is he top 75 right now?
Hold on. Let me just get my piece off. Just let me get my piece off, please. Because I got a lot of smoke. It's a lot of heat my way. And I understand it. It's great. It's great. Genie called me. Magic called. No. Genie called me. Magic called me. They talked to me afterwards. I jinxed them. Guys, I'm sorry. AD, I apologize. I might have said a little too much. I might have went a little too crazy because it was just embarrassing how bad AD played. I admit it. I have no excuses. It was pitiful. It was pathetic. Every other time he's dropped 13, 12, 14 points, it was followed by 3-4 blocks, a tremendous defensive performance. And last night, we didn't get that because he was away from the rim. I'm watching the game. The entire time Kevon Looney's off the floor, Anthony Davis was a ghost. He's not near the rim. He's not affecting anything. They have him tucked off away. As soon as Kevon Looney got in the game, AD's around the rim getting blocks. He's getting boards. So
don't you dare! Don't you dare give Steve Kerr that! Don't you dare give Steve Kerr and Green?
No! I'm not. I'm gonna blame. Listen, I blame Anthony Davis for playing bad. Anthony Davis played terrible. He's one. Number two, I blame the defense that LeBron played because he's just playing free safety defense. He's playing half zone, half man. His man sets a screen. He's everywhere on the court except for his man in the corner, his man catching the ball and making a play, making a pass, and it killed us. And if you want to blame LeBron. I'm blaming Darvin Ham because he made no adjustments.
Here we go. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. All I'm
saying is the Warriors played a game, and I said it yesterday, and literally what I said came true. There's one way we lose this game. Anthony Davis plays bad, and they hit shots that they just hit. They shoot shots, and they hit them. Curry had an efficient game. Why?
I blame you. I blame you. I blame you. You know why I blame you? More than all of those guys. Because you were the guy the next game in game 3 when he goes for like 50 and 25 are going to be saying, oh my God, he's the greatest center ever.
That better not happen, Tone. That better not happen. That better not. I better not see 45 and 23 because I'm going to lose it. I better not see that.
And let me add this.
And then in game 4, when he goes for 11 and 7, we're going to be saying this.
Is he also getting 6 blocks? Is it 5 blocks as well?
But Damo, look, I want to say this to you, Damo, respectfully, bro. Okay. Respectfully, bro. When we talk about the greatest, because you saying top 75, talking about the greatest. I need you to call them top 75. Hold on, are you saying the greatest big man in the game, right? I want you
never said that before.
But you said, hold on. But you're saying right now. You're saying right now.
Is Giannis the greatest big man in the game?
No. I'm saying, bro. Hold on. I want you to think about something. You came on here too and criticized Giannis, but even in a bad game, Giannis still gives you 30 and 20 in a closeout.
And I criticize Anthony Davis.
No. I want you to think about this, though. I want you to think about one thing, bro. Bro, AD doesn't have the motivation. He doesn't have the drive. He doesn't have the – and listen, I'm going to say this to you. He didn't have it until LeBron James brought him over there. And then he played – hold on. He did not have it in New Orleans, bro. Go look at the game. Hold on. What did he do before he went to the Lakers?
He was busting Draymond's ass in the playoffs, but he had no squad with him.
No,
he was busting Draymond. No, he didn't. They were injured.
That is a lie. Hold on. Let me cook you real quick. He had a prime Drew Holiday, a dude Giannis wouldn't want to chip with after that. So you're Ethan right there. Then not only that, he had a better Rajon Rondo.
He missed time because of personal issues.
Let me finish cooking your ass. Let me finish cooking you. The skin is hot.
You're just lying.
He had a prime Drew Holiday. No, this is true. He had a
He
prime
was also
Drew Holiday.
missing time. How much time did he miss?
Hold on. No. He had a prime Drew Holiday who Giannis went and won a championship with a couple years after that. Then he had a younger Rajon Rondo than what LeBron James won a championship with. Then, hold on, I'm not lying. So that
was 1 year. That was 1 year of Rondo.
Hold on, sir. Let me finish. All those times, and he's supposed to be the best in the world, right? As far as big man, top 5, whatever, right? So top 5 players are constantly supposed to have their team in some type of respectability or contention. But let me say this. He was never in a championship conversation, nor would he have been considered top 75 until he went and played with LeBron James.
And literally was calling him the next best player in the NBA in 2015. That was his expectation.
I'm going to say this to you, but this is the more important point. AD doesn't have the passion. He doesn't have the drive. He doesn't have the commitment. And I want everybody to think about something. Pat Beverly said something yesterday that was so true. And I praise Pat Bev for what he said. Pat Bev said that most of the players in the NBA don't even love basketball. And I believe that when I see AD. I think AD is talented. He said these guys are talented and they can play. They don't love the game, bro. When you love the game, bro, and you're passionate, I'm going to tell you something, man. I talk all this shit every day about LeBron James. That man, 38 years old, he was out there going for it last night. He wanted that win so bad because he knows this ain't fucking Memphis, bro. This the goddamn Golden State Warriors, the defending champs, and he knows if they win that game last night, this series is over with. But you played around and you got burnt, and they beat that ass.
Bad game one. He had a bad game one. We're not talking about it.
I'm saying to you though, bro, when you the big fella, when you the man, you got to go get it. You got to go.
I understand that. That's why I blame him for why we lost. He was the primary reason. He played bad.
Passes and say,
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm blaming him. I blamed him for game one. You're not telling the truth, Ticket. I need you to understand, amongst all this rambling that you're doing, you're not telling the truth. You're making things up. I didn't say any of the things you said. I never came on this platform and called Anthony Davis a top 75 player of all time. I never came on this platform and said Anthony Davis is the greatest big man of all time. I've never said anything like that. All I said was he's better than Giannis. And if you got Giannis as the greatest big man of all time, then I'll give you the slack you gave me for having Steph Curry top 6 all time. So what are we doing, Ticket? What? Like, tell me what we're doing.
Didn't you just say today? Didn't you just say today?
Right.
If he comes out and has a big game, you'll keep saying that.
No. You said the problem is you said people shouldn't be putting him in these conversations and praising him. And I was just saying when he does have a great game, I'm going to be the guy pushing propaganda and just praising him.
75, quote unquote. That is what you said.
That's disgusting, man. And see, this is what I was going to say to Bob yesterday, bro. Bro, these dudes getting that money, bro, but they not putting in the work, Chill Town. I promise you this, bro. Bro, chill. We grew up with these cats, man. We grew up. You grew up, you before me, but you grew up watching Chuck. You grew up watching Mike. You grew up with Scotty, all these dudes. Bro, these dudes pay the cost, man. They wouldn't
you telling us about you blaming him. No, that's not enough, B.
That's not enough, bro.
This is not enough, man. Basically what you're doing right now, this is what you did right now, right? You just set the kitchen on fire. And then all you said was, I'm sorry. And that should be the end of it.
That is not what I did.
I need not the end of it, B.
You want me to really rag him?
Yes, man. You know how huge this game was? This is the defending NBA champions that you got on the chokehold. We can end these dudes tonight. We could end them. I'm not saying that this series could be a big deal. We could end them dudes. We end them dudes tonight if we win. We go back home and we end this series.
Can I ask
is this true, Mars?
What did you have?
AD in odd numbered games. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 7 for those that don't know, and then even games 2, 4, 6, 8. So in odd numbered games, he's 28.5 points per game, 55 field goal shooting percentage, and in even games, he's 13 points per game shooting.
What's going on, Tone? What is that, yo? What is that? That's this or that. There is no in between there. That's either this or that.
And I guarantee you, Dom, LeBron James. I guarantee you, LeBron is pissed with that dude because LeBron tried to hold it down as long as he could in that first half.
That was a wasted game from James last night. That was a wasted effort from him last night.
You're gonna bench AD.
Game one was a wasted effort from
AD. First of all, James did not play that bad.
He was 9 for what? 20. He was 8 for 24. 9 for 24.
And I'm glad you brought up him being 8 for 24. He did not count a threes.
It was a lot of threes.
Right. He did shoot a lot of threes, which we've already said get James off the long ball line. We've already mentioned that part. But he did so many other things. Anthony Davis was completely useless last night.
Now can I ask? Is there an adjustment that should be made by the coach? That probably we need to switch things around? There's no adjustments.
AD, bro, there's no adjustment. Come on. You keep blaming Darvin Ham, man.
I'm gonna keep blaming Darvin Ham.
To be fair, James was 10 of 18, but to be fair, he started off like 6 of 8, 7 of 9.
He was rolling. And
then by the time, it was a loss, and then he was just jacking up threes because they were.
He only had 2 points in the second half.
Chill. My bad, Ron. What did Darvin Ham do wrong last night? Listen, bro, you got a midget on you. You have hold on. You have a midget on you. Destroy this dude. You got
I think he averaged 28 a game against Anthony. I think he averaged 28.
Ham's ready to go back to Milwaukee.
The Lakers got one way to win this series, and that's through AD. And I'm gonna tell you something. If AD does not do what he's supposed to do every game, they're going to lose this series and they're going home. And you wasting the rest of whatever years that LeBron James got left because AD is supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be dominant guy. So when you look at the Warriors, guess what? Now all that Vandy shit y'all was talking. Steve Kerr is a genius. Steve Kerr came with it last night.
Hold on. Darvin Ham's not at fault. We're not adjusting.
He took Steph away from being a scoring option, and he made Steph a distributor. And guess what? They are targeting Austin Reeves, like I told y'all. Klay Thompson is wearing Austin Reeves' ass out, and that's why Austin Reeves don't got nothing offensively because he chasing Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson was whipping on his ass. So now what they did was, no, we're not going to get into the Vandy one-on-one shit. We're going to let Steph Curry orchestrate for everybody else. Hence now he got 12 assists, 20 points on very efficient shooting from the field. We don't have to try to get Steph Curry to go off for 30 or 40. We're using everybody else. Now, guess what? JaMychal Green don't hit 3 threes. He got 15. AD, we taking you away from the basket. Now, guess what? All that.
So you're going to praise Steve Kerr for making adjustments, but you're not going to fault Darvin Ham for not making any adjustments. That makes sense to you, Ticket?
So Darvin Ham supposed to bench AD?
That's a logical way of thinking.
Is Darvin Ham supposed to bench AD? That's the question.
What? It's not even just about AD. It's about any defensive adjustment, changing how we're guarding this screen action that we're getting from on-ball screens and off-ball screens. Just changing anything in this blowout or in this potential blowout. Just trying to stop things. He did nothing, and that is the problem. But when I say that, I'm told, I'm bugging, give him time. But Steve Kerr is just sat here and praised for putting freaking JaMychal Green in the corner and taking AD away from the rim and saying, Steph, we're going to put you on ball and run pick and rolls, which we said yesterday on this platform. Like, I don't get it. That is insane.
I'll live with JaMychal Green shooting threes. I'll live with that. For the rest of the series, I'll live with that.
But what I won't live with is AD not dominating and punishing his ass in the post.
I agree.
He's supposed to
AD
call
is
the ball
tripping.
every time and
AD was a bum last night. I agree. No one's caping for AD. He played horribly. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I'm not going to diss my guy. I don't know how far y'all want me to go with AD. I'm not going to go as far as Giannis because Giannis is at home. But if we're going to sit here and act like I'm caping for AD playing bad when I'm not.
Well, the problem, Damo, is that we've seen this so many different times. And this could be the difference between winning and losing a series, right? So when I'm watching when I'm watching the Lakers last night, and they had a golden opportunity to get a stranglehold on this series, especially on the road, right? So I can appreciate the adjustment I can appreciate the adjustments that Steve Kerr made, where he took JaMychal Green and put him in the corner, and took Anthony Davis and took him away from the basket. But Anthony Davis is athletic enough that he can still cover on the perimeter and still rebound. Not only can he still cover on the perimeter and still rebound, that shouldn't affect his game offensively, because once again, he was still getting the same looks in transition, in the mid post. He was still getting the same looks in the short corner. Excuse me. They still were going to him on the block. So when they're doing that sort of stuff, this stuff should be routine for him. That's why I have a difficult time when I see him going 12 points, because when I think about what you said about him being the best player on the planet, immediately, not necessarily the best player on the planet, I'm going to take that back, him being the best big in the playoffs, when I hear that, immediately what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about Olajuwon. I'm thinking about Shaq. I'm thinking about great big men who are the best big men in the playoffs. And if you're going to be that good, that's the standard we're holding you to. And Olajuwon doesn't do that. He doesn't go 40 and 25 in a game and then turn around and give you 9 points or 12 points. No, on his worst day, he's still going to give you 20 and 12 because there's an in-between. And that suggests to me that there's something wrong there. There's either a motor issue, there's something going on there that's not correct.
Mars?
So in 2014, when the best big in the playoffs was like Marc Gasol, was you comparing him to Shaq and Olajuwon, or was you just saying
Gasol?
Or was you just saying he's the best big?
We weren't. Well, number one, we weren't having this conversation about Marc Gasol because he wasn't playing like Anthony Davis.
I agree, but he was the best big in the playoffs, arguably, that the NBA had at that point. So we can understand at that time, AD can be the best big today and not be compared to Shaq and Hakeem.
But are we sure? Are we sure that he was? Are we sure he was the best big in the game? Because I'm 100% confident.
Who was better in the playoffs?
In 2014, in the playoffs, that was the year that Duncan just came off being first team All NBA and first team All Defense, and he was on that San Antonio team. That was an NBA championship.
If you want to be 36-year-old Duncan, would you compare him to Shaq and Hakeem?
Right. We were comparing Tim Duncan to Tim Duncan. He was the standard. That's what he was during that
was he the same standard as he was 9 years
he
ago?
Might not have been
acknowledge that he was not the same guy, but he was still the best.
Even if he wasn't that good, he still was the standard. And I knew that at any point that I could get what I got from him years ago. I knew that I might not get it on a consistent basis, but I knew that I could get that from him at any point.
That sounds like Anthony Davis.
But see, that's not good. That's not good enough for him. And the reason why is because Anthony Davis wasn't 30 years old. And not only was he not 30 years, not only is Tim Duncan not 30 years old, Anthony Davis has a history of inconsistency. That's the problem. So when you're going to talk about Anthony Davis having a history of inconsistency,
how long is AD's history of inconsistency?
Yeah, I'm going to say in the playoffs, does he really have a
because 2020 was an inconsistent.
I'm not sure about that.
2021, he then got hurt against Phoenix,
which caused the inconsistency.
So the inconsistency is this playoff run.
And last year also.
Last year they went.
I'm sorry, they didn't make the playoffs.
The inconsistency is this playoff run where he's considered to be the best player on that team. And it's
8 games.
And the Lakers.
It's not just 8 games, Mars. It's not.
And the Lakers are going to go as far as AD takes them.
I agree.
When he has
every other game, he was way more.
When he has good games, they win. When he has bad games, they get blown out. So his consistency is the most important thing to the Lakers' success. He is in the last playoff run when they won the title, he was the most important player. He wasn't the best player. In this playoff run, he is not only the most important, he is the best player. And you can't show up one night and not show up the next night and not expect to be criticized. You're going to be criticized.
I agree. It's still 8 games. That's what it's based on. This playoff.
I don't care.
So the history of inconsistency doesn't.
I didn't say a history. I'm speaking.
I was asking Cho. So the history starts when this playoff run.
Not just this playoff run. Again, we're talking about him being hurt in 2021, right? Okay. So him being hurt, that caused his game to go the other way. And then now here we are again in 2021, where sometimes he gets hurt and then sometimes he doesn't show up. So it's not like there's been a consistent Anthony Davis, not just throughout this playoffs. There wasn't a consistent Anthony Davis.
If you're including health too. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. And because that affects his game. That absolutely affects his game.
And the reason I asked, about the Marc Gasol now Tim Duncan thing was solely because Domo is saying Anthony Davis is the best big in the playoffs now, doesn't mean he should be compared to these all-timers. I don't think Domo's putting him in that stratosphere. So just because someone's the best right now, it doesn't mean we need to put them in the all-time conversations. When the big man position was
the best big in the playoffs right now.
Now that's a conversation you can have. If you disagree, there we go. Disagree because I disagree too.
Wait, hold up.
But we're not putting them in
Remember,
the all-time stratosphere by saying.
Quick, Mars.
That's
quick.
what I'm saying.
Remember, we're going to be ranking all the NBA playoff performers today, so we'll get to see where AD ranks in the,
But even with that also being said,
everybody.
Mars, to rebuttal your point. Okay, so to rank AD all time, this isn't the first time he's been in the playoffs. Number one, we've seen Anthony Davis dominate a playoff series. Damo made it clear earlier in Anthony Davis's career. If I'm not mistaken, I watched the New Orleans Pelicans sweep the Portland Trail Blazers out the playoffs, and he dominated that series 100%. And there was a legit conversation about Anthony Davis. I don't even mean then. I think he was ahead of Giannis at that point. But then there was a legit conversation when they won the NBA championship about him being the better player than Giannis. So now there's a history there. So when we move to 2020, when we move to 2023, him being the best player, him being the best big man in the game, I'm listening to that and I'm thinking about Olajuwon. I'm thinking about David Robinson. The reason why I'm thinking about these guys, because there's a history there, as opposed to Marc Gasol. There wasn't a history there with Marc Gasol being talked about as that kind of guy.
So you hold Embiid and Jokic that same standard as well in these playoffs?
100%.
Okay, 100%. As long as it's consistent, I'm fine.
100%.
As long as it's consistent with all of them, I'm fine.
100%. I'm not looking at. We've actually had right before you came on, Don. We already had this conversation. I feel the same way about Anthony Davis as I feel about Joel Embiid. They're going to go as far as he takes them. 100%.
Okay, that's 100% fine.
Agree with that.
As long as it's consistent.
Yo, Damo, you remember last show when we were talking about ones and twos? Remember we were talking about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and I was like, maybe they're both mid ones. I think AD defines a mid one.
I don't know about that one, man.
Talent wise, superstar wise, he has all of that. But as a number one option, bro, if you can't bring it every single night consistently, if we can't get 20 and 10 from you every night,
you should be a walking 20 and 10.
All I'm saying,
should be a walking 20 and 10.
I don't know any mid ones that gives you that 2020 finals push or playoff run in general. I don't know any mid ones.
Wait. 2020? 2020? Was he a one or a two?
I mean, I would consider him a one. I thought he was a one. I thought he was the best player.
A team can't have 2 1s. So Steph and KD is just 1 and a 2.
Okay,
Kobe and Shaq was a one.
All right, okay, we can say he was one. He was still a mid one, and Braun was a high one.
No way he was
mid one. He was one of the 3 best players in the world. Mid one.
You might want to go back and watch that
one. The NBA Finals and fell apart, and LeBron got the Finals MVP.
He did not fall apart.
He did not fall apart. He did not fall apart.
AD barely. Hold on. AD barely made it through the NBA Finals. He was limping through that Finals hurt. LeBron James.
Oh no, that's great, but he still played great. He still played great.
Yes, he did.
But LeBron James really did carry through that NBA Finals.
Hold on,
I'm gonna say it again. In the playoffs, it was AD. In the Finals, it was LeBron because AD was hurt during the. Hold on, bro. I remember watching the Finals, bro. AD was hurt. Let me say this. I want to say one thing. I seen Maz say something in the comment section about AD. Talking about the Lakers got to force feed him. Bro, I'm not giving you shit if you ain't asking for the ball. You a big man, you supposed to demand the ball. The only way LeBron James should be culpable in this is if AD is calling for the ball and he ain't giving that nigga the ball. I'm not like Chilltown told me yesterday. He said, yo, Ticket, I ain't giving you the ball if you ain't calling for that shit, bro. Bro, listen, man. You a big man, bro. You don't need to be babied at this point. Cut this baby shit out, bro. Nobody wants to see this no more, man. If you a beast, you demand the ball, bro. Every big man that I've ever seen play basketball that knew he was an animal asked for the ball, said, give me the ball. Whether it was Shaq, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, whoever, they got on the block and demanded the rock. This dude don't do that, bro. So
I hear you, Tick.
Real quick.
I hear you on that.
Hey,
hold up. Go, let Bob get it off. Then I got you, Damo. Then I got you.
I hear you on that, Ticky. Because for sure, if I'm posting up and you're not giving me the rock, I got to start, yelling for the ball, giving you a target, talking to you at the timeout. But I shouldn't have to demand what should already be mine. Give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't have to fight.
Big Ox, I'm just not going to you because I can read energy. I can read energy as a guard. And as a guard, if I'm looking at you, hey, Bring the ball over here. I'm going. Forget whatever we running. I'm going right over there.
No doubt.
If you look me in my eye, hey, Jay, bring the ball over here. No, whatever we running, forget that. We're going into the big fella.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, nah, definitely, you got to demand the rock. You got to give a big target. Post
it's not just because you're down there, Big Ox. It's not just because you're down there. But
it's Anthony Davis though. Give him the ball. What are we doing? You telling me I gotta fight? I gotta fight for my rights to get the rock?
No, yes. Here's the thing, Bob. That what happened, Bob, was that's the persona that you now have. That's the persona that now you generated. Because before that, like Shaq didn't have to. Shaq didn't have to do that, right? Lajuan didn't have to do that.
But I get what Bob is saying. No, I get what Bob is saying. Like a good leader, a good point guard or whatever is going to see his big man and know that he got to get him off. And you're going to go down and say, yo, this is coming to you, big fella. Get down and post him up. And he's going to tell him to do that. But there are certain cases where just in the flow of the game, things are happening and you forget. And you get a guard like me who just wants to jack up threes. Right. And as the big guy, you have to be like, hey, yo, and get that hand up and let him know I'm open. And I don't see Anthony Davis doing that every other night, because on the games where he plays well, I see him doing that. I see his hand up in the air. He's sealing his man. He's posting up down low and he's calling for the ball. On games like last night, his hands are down, his head is low, and he's just wandering. He's not looking for the ball. And if you're a guard and you see that your big man's not looking for the ball, okay, then I'm going somewhere.
I see a lot. What I've heard in what we've been on for 35 minutes. For 35 minutes, I've heard y'all protecting LeBron James, blaming Anthony Davis for everything. So if my thing is LeBron James is such a I know, and that's the problem. He's such a floor general. He's such this and that. He's supposed to be the coach on the floor. They're up 1-0 in San Francisco. He know we got to go up 2-0. Why isn't he? Now, mind you, I agree with y'all. Anthony Davis should have did something, said something, got fired up. But LeBron, You've been doing this for 35 years, brother. Get your team together. Let them know we got to feed the big man. If AD, there's been times where I can guarantee you all the greats have had days where it was it shouldn't have been in the playoffs. I'm not trying to cap AD. I'm just saying though, somebody, Darvin Ham, Bron, y'all got to stop the play. Get in there, get the big fella the ball. AD, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hit him in his chest. Come on, we need you, bro. Let's go. We got a chance to go up 2-0 in San Francisco. Let's do this. But like I said earlier, I think AD needs to stay off the weed.
I got a quick question, and I'm watching this game. I'm watching this game last night, and I felt like, did I get a glimpse into the past of what Steph Curry would have been? What I mean when I say that is, Steve Kerr put Steph Curry on the basketball. Not only did he put Steph Curry on the basketball, he made him a primary distributor last night. Wasn't that what Mark Jackson was trying to do?
Yeah.
Not only he did that. He did that.
Steve Kerr,
the reason why he did that last night, and that was genius of what he did, was because he eliminated the Vando aspect. You can lean your head back. You can be Fat Joe, do whatever you want to do.
Bro, there's no way you're about to credit Steve Kerr and not say it again.
That was a good adjustment, Damo. That was a good adjustment.
It was the adjustment we all said to me.
No.
The whole show yesterday, I was saying that they need to put stuff on the board. I guess I'm smarter than Steve Kerr.
It just doesn't make sense.
I know basketball, so let me break it down.
It makes no sense to praise someone for making adjustments.
But let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you real quick.
Adjustments.
Hold on. Let me break it down for you real quick.
That's crazy to me, bro.
Let me break it down for you real quick. This is what he did with Curry. He saw that they wanted Curry to get into a one-on-one battle with Vandy. So what he did was he eliminated that, because he knows that if Curry gets in a one-on-one battle with Vandy, that's going to take away from everybody else being a threat. The problem is the only way to open up the Lakers defense is to make everybody else a threat. So what he did was he knows that if he has Draymond and Looney in at the same time, the Lakers can have two guys hanging around the basket. Therefore, it's harder to get points in the paint. Notice last night they put a stat up on the screen that showed you the Warriors had more points in the paint than the Lakers. Because what did he do? He put JaMychal Green in the game, who showed you in the first game that he could spread the floor and hit a couple threes. He spoke about that in the press conference the game after that game, and he alluded to giving JaMychal more minutes. Then he comes out and starts in the next game because he knows JaMychal can spread the floor, which will take AD out in the perimeter. They don't want to put LeBron through. What Darvin Ham should have did was put LeBron James on Draymond Green, but I mean, on JaMychal Green. But what he did, the reason why he didn't do that is because he's smart. He didn't want to put LeBron James in those pick and roll situations to where LeBron was going to have to guard those dudes one-on-one on the perimeter, because if LeBron's guarding Draymond, Draymond's at the top of the key passing, and when he's passing, he's normally passing to Curry, passing and picking, and he didn't want to get LeBron in those ISO situations. So AD is better in those situations because he's longer. He doesn't have to foul you, but he can contest the shot better if Curry does come up the screen and pull up for three. But what Curry did last night was he didn't make Curry a scorer. He made him a facilitator, and that opened. And because the Lakers were so focused on Steph Curry and locking him up, that opened up the court for everybody else. Now JaMychal's open. Now Klay Thompson's open. Now this one, because you're focused on the pick and roll action with Curry. Curry's coming off, getting in the teeth of the defense and kicking and getting everybody else open, nigga. Learn basketball.
Okay, first of all, you saying all that to say nothing amazes me, bro. That's crazy. All I am saying is I can acknowledge that the Warriors made a great adjustment. No one is taking that away from them. All I'm saying is it's hypocritical to me to just say, oh, Steve Kerr is a genius, Steve Kerr this, Steve Kerr that. But when I say, yo, Darvin Ham should have made a adjustment on defense, I'm looked at as a hater and I'm caping for AD. No, AD played bad. Two things can be true at once. AD played bad, and there could be an adjustment you can make.
What's the adjustment?
Any adjustment is the adjustment.
You name one. Name one.
Take Vando off ball, put him on any guy in the screen action. Replace him with where you had LeBron James and you had him roaming instead of LeBron roaming, and maybe something's different. Change the lineup.
Okay, so let me answer that question. What you just said, hold on. What you just said was you said take Vando off Curry. Then Curry goes off for 40. Then what?
Not take Vando off Curry. Take Vando off Curry and replace him wherever you had LeBron at. Take LeBron, put him on Wiggins. Just readjust. Do anything. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if you watch the game, no. If you watch the game last night, you seen LeBron James was in the screen action, and every time he got a chance, he came off of his man, was roaming anywhere on the court, leaving guys open, playing the lanes. If you replace LeBron James with Vando to do something different, you have LeBron James guarding Andrew Wiggins or doing something completely different. Just move things. Just try to change things. That's all I ask. But to do nothing is a problem.
All right, fellas, we got to move on. Before we move on, I got a couple things that I have to say. First off, I put up a poll and I said, who's to blame for AD's terrible performance? 11% said LeBron. 24% said Darvin Ham. 32% said you, Damo. And 34% said the Green Brothers.
Why you didn't put AD as an option?
I didn't have a fifth option. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. I want to hear I want to hear why everybody thinks that the Warriors won and why everybody thinks that the Lakers lost. Before we do that, I do want to let everybody in the chat know. Appreciate you for tuning in. Please like the video. Also, you'll see pinned at the top of the chat, we have a new photo that you can enter. And in that, you'll be able to join, the group chat with everybody up here. You can join us. We could talk basketball all day. You guys can get, Tickets Ranch. You can get Mars's stats. You could get Bob's Sabonis love. Whatever you want to get, it's going to be in there. So it's a chance to tap in with us off the show. But I do want to hear why everybody thinks. What was your major? I know a lot of people are going to say JaMychal Green, but you might be able to say Steph. Whatever. I want to hear what you guys think that the Warriors did last night that propelled them to spank the Lakers.
I'll start it. I thought that number one, Klay Thompson made a gallant effort to tell Austin Reeves, I'm kicking your ass tonight. He made that clear. I'm going after you, and I'm going after you early and often. And he kept Austin Reeves on the defense. And with him keeping Austin Reeves on the defense with a lot of action off the basketball. And I think Austin Reeves was prepared to play off the basketball and prepared to run around. But Klay looked like he turned back the clock last night. He looked like he turned back the clock. He looked like he was off the basketball, looking for the basketball and being ready to shoot. And I think that affected Austin Reeves offensively, because Austin Reeves offensively, he does handle the ball. And with him handling the ball, he looks for his shot and he also looks for other people. And I thought that he affected the game with Austin Reeves. I thought Klay Thompson affected the game with Austin Reeves tremendously. I also thought that D'Angelo Russell didn't go after Jordan Poole nearly as much as he should have. I think that he exposed him for the cone that he really is, but I don't think he went after him nearly enough. I also don't think that they got anything from Dennis Schroeder last night. Anything. I'm not even going to put the points off the board. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm talking about they didn't get anything from him. Anything from him last night. I just thought that was a bad effort all the way around. We already talked enough about Anthony Davis. I think that was a wasted performance from LeBron James last night.
Mars, what do you think was your biggest takeaway in terms of what swayed the game? What either allowed the Lakers to lose or what allowed the Warriors to essentially blow them out?
Well, Steph on the ball, obviously. Darvin Ham persisting with trying to blitz Steph Curry instead of just switching or anything other than just giving up these 4-on-3s that Steph was killing, or he'd be able to split the trap and then he's getting downhill and then it's a 4-on-3 again with Steph getting assists. There needs to be an adjustment there with his pick and roll coverages, preferably with Vanderbilt guarding the screener instead of Steph, so you can just switch the screen and then not give up the advantage. I don't know if the Lakers have enough switchable defenders for that. And then on the other side of the ball, I think Golden State did a good job of forcing the ball handlers in the pick and roll away from the basket, so that if AD's gonna get the ball, he's getting it further away from the rim where he's less comfortable. I think the adjustment to that is maybe getting LeBron James on the ball more, because maybe he can turn the corner on those guys, whereas D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves probably don't have that ability. But I think getting LeBron James on the ball more probably plays more into the Warriors' hands, because I think they want LeBron James to be the ball dominant guy and get everyone else out of a rhythm. So I'm going to be interested to see what Game 3 is like. I want to know what Darvin Ham does. I doubt he makes the adjustments I've just said, but it's going to be interesting to see, because I think game 2 was Steve Kerr showed one of his hands. Game 3 is going to be Darvin Ham showing what he has in response, and then I think it's going to be a chess match from there.
Ox, what's your biggest takeaway?
First, let me say Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Never mind. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Happy Cinco de Mayo. But I want to agree with Mars first, because I don't like the idea of blitzing the Warriors at all. Like, it doesn't matter who's on the ball. That's a thinking team. You do got some teams out here that's full of dummies, that's just out here playing basketball, that don't understand, the ins and outs of what's going on. So there are some teams you can get away with that, but I don't think the Warriors are one of them. Once again, that's all I can say for that. I'm not sure how to stop the Warriors. I'm not sure if anybody is. But furthermore, it's really Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis got to be more like what Chilltown and Ticket were saying earlier. You got to be a beast down there. But you can't be a beast 3 days a week. You got to stay a monster consistently. You got to give, it's just really that. You got to be able to get the ball anywhere, high post, low block, and you got to be able to go to work. You can't just let a 38-year-old LeBron James carry you. So that's the biggest thing, I think. The biggest thing is stop trying to blitz the Warriors. And AD, you got to be a monster. You got to try to put on some Shaquille O'Neal performances. I've always had that problem with AD. I think that AD could be as good as Kevin Garnett, if not better, if he had the type of heart KG had. So that's pretty much that's the problem for me.
Fluent.
Look, they made all the right points, and AD stunk. We all agree on that. But it's not just AD. The difference in the game, you can pick it apart, talk stats, talk strategy, talk blah, blah, blah. The Warriors came out with a sense of urgency, and they were making shots. The Lakers came out like they did against Memphis in Game 2, which was, we stole a game on the road. We good. That's what we came here to do. We came here to win a game. Now let's go home. And I'm telling you, their bags were packed. Half of them were already on the bus halfway through the first quarter. And that was the difference. Yes, there were some strategy things, and now we're going to see Darvin Ham did not make an adjustment in game to deal with the adjustments that Kerr did. Can he make them now game to game? Well, we're going to find out in Game 3. But in terms of why this game was won and lost, it was the Warriors came out to play and to prove something, and the Lakers were like, yeah, we got what we wanted. Let's go home. And that's sad for a team that has championship aspirations, that has, that's how they think. But they're showing us 2 rounds in a row now. That's where their heads are at. It's a shame.
Damo and Ticket, I would call on you guys, but is it going to be the same thing? Are you guys going to regurgitate the same thing?
Let Damo go. Go ahead, Damo. I'm going to go after Damo. Go ahead.
Damo, is it going to be the same thing? Are you just going to say Darvin Ham needs to make adjustments?
No, I was about to say the biggest key is the adjustments that Steve Kerr made. He made excellent adjustments to how we were playing, neutralized our best player, and we had a crappy night. I mean, hey, man, it happened.
Hey, that's true, though. That's true.
We don't want it to happen, but it happens. Cool. Take it on the chin. Like I don't know. I'm not going to here make excuses and cry about it. And no, man, take it on the chin. We going back to LA. Let's win both in LA, and we can make this a series for real.
Hey, I might be one of those dummies I was talking about as far as basketball players go, because I don't understand how the Green brothers neutralize Anthony Davis. I asked y'all earlier when the game was going on in the group chat. Thank y'all for finally adding me to the group chat. Way to apply pressure, chat. But like how I don't understand that. I don't understand, because I've seen it can't be a defensive thing, because I've seen AD lock Jimmy Butler. I've seen AD lock big guys. AD's mobile all over the floor. Right. I don't understand how that adjustment.
I just think the distance he had to cover defensively was higher.
I was gonna say AD's brain. Those guys drifted out, and he just drifted out. And instead of forcing them to come in and play his game, he played their game. And now he's got to reverse that. He's got to force them to be like, we need to do something about it, instead of he's adjusting to us.
Tone, what it looked like?
My bad.
Real quick, Ticket, I'm gonna let you go. Tone, what it looked like last night when Steph Curry had the ball and they were blitzing him, he looked like Tom Brady. Like, are you dudes really blitzing me on every down?
Right. And he's
are you serious?
Blitz, I know someone's open.
Dang. Right. Are you dudes blitzing me on every down? I'm gonna destroy you guys. What are you guys doing? Like, as soon as he crosses half court, they blitzing him. Like, oh, he's open right there. Steph Curry's coming down on the left side. He sees the blitz, and he already sees Klay Thompson. He already sees Jordan Poole wide open. So he's like, are you dudes gonna keep blitzing me? Because if you're gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna do this all night.
And we all know hitting open shots is a lot easier than hitting shots when you're covered.
Especially wide open shots, because there's more ground to cover. There's more ground to cover with these dudes. Way more ground to cover with these dudes. So, damn.
All right, fellas. Go ahead, TK. Go ahead, my bad.
Let me say this, man. I disagree with everything Fluent said about not being. This is no. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. And Damo too. And those are my brothers. I get into Damo. I respect Damo, and I respect everybody on the panel. But I'm gonna say this, bro. Again, the Lakers got one path to victory, and that name is AD. Their path to victory is one way. They can only beat the Warriors one way, and that is if they dominate with AD. They have to exploit the Warriors' size, lack of size.
So you agree with me, because that's what I said.
No. But you said no. But you said it wasn't just him. I'm blaming the entire thing on him, and this is the reason why. Last night, the table was set. The Lakers were up by 7 points at the end of the first quarter. AD had 4 points at the end of the half and was 2 of 7 from the field. He was not aggressive. He wasn't doing anything. He looked like James Harden looked in game 2 against the Philadelphia 76ers. He was anemic. Bro, again, the Lakers only have one path to victory, one, to win this series. And AD knows that. It ain't. We got to stop babying this guy. It ain't like we just told this guy this series. No, this has been going on all season long, where AD has had these ups and downs, and we keep talking about it. He's not consistent. The team feeds off of him. He knows that. So Darvin Ham don't need to make no adjustment. I watched Darvin Ham before every game. He's mic'd up. He tells AD, come on, man, play with force and be aggressive. Let's go, baby. And AD said, all right, cool. And then go out there and do whatever the hell he want to do some nights. Bro, you have to keep the same energy and make people pay, bro. When he looked and saw JaMychal Green starting, he should have looked over at Steve Kerr the same way Rasheed Wallace looked at an old ass goddamn Karl Malone, Phil Jackson. He said, oh, you finna put this off and bust his ass every time. And Rasheed went right to the block and would score the first 3 buckets on Karl. That is what he has to do. AD has to take Steve Kerr out of that small lineup. He does that by punishing this dude in the post. And one other thing, LeBron needs to go to the post too. I know he hit a couple threes last night. Cut that out. Take Draymond to the post and get him in foul trouble, because Draymond is a big key to their offense. Draymond cannot guard you in the post. So LeBron James and AD need to hang around the paint. That is where this series will be won for the Lakers. That's where the championship will be won for the Lakers, is inside the paint. Also, another thing they need to do, they have to switch, bro. You cannot, and I said this before the series, bro. Austin Reeves is killing him, bro, because he's too tired, bro. You got this dude fighting through, bro. He can't fight through 100 screens on Klay, man. Even in game 1, bro, Clay didn't play all that great. He hit shots in the first half. Bro, Austin Reeves is trying to fight through every screen, bro. And then when he gets the ball offensively, all his shots are short, bro. The dude is dead tired for trying to chase this guy, man. So what they got to do is they have to switch on Clay, bro. And they have to switch on Curry. You can't have Vandy falling down, dudes falling all on his knee, trying to get through screens on Curry, bro. They got to switch, man.
Because, that's another thing. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Just quickly, because you said something and it bothers me, Ticket, because I agree with you. The series, it'll go the way AD goes. But that's why you play a team sport, is when one guy is off, the team's responsibility is to pick it up. So if you're going to say 2 of 7 Vanderbilt, 5 of 12 D'Lo, 3 of 11 Austin Reeves, don't get
no, Tone, that doesn't work. No, Tone, that doesn't work. And the reason, Tone, that doesn't work. And the reason why that doesn't work is because our energy is predicated on the big fella. So I'm gonna play my game 100%. I'm gonna play my game. But I can tell you one thing is gonna happen. I'm gonna be even better when Shaq is going. I'm gonna be even better when Olajuwon is going. I'm gonna be even better when Patrick Ewing is going. And I see that the big fella is ready to go. I'm even more ready to go because he got my back. So 100%. Because number one, if I'm playing with him, that means that
Anthony Davis.
So with that being said, I'm gonna get more open looks. Not only am I gonna get more open looks defensively, I see he's locked in, which means that I'm gonna be even more locked in. I'm gonna take more chances. I'm gonna be even more aggressive on defense. But when he playing like that, that affects all of us, Tone. Don't let him off the hook with that. No.
I'm blaming him, but what I'm saying is it's still a team game. So you're telling me, so if Jordan's having a bad night, if LeBron's having a bad night, if Kobe's having a bad night, if Shaq's having a bad night, the rest of the team should be like, oh, they're having a bad night. Let's just go home because they suck. We're gonna suck. No,
we can't discount. No, I'm not saying that, Tone. But we can't. But we can't discount it though. We can't discount what happened.
Things can be
AD's to blame. They're gonna go how AD goes, but.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true. But
things can be true.
Also then has to 100%. Step in when they see he's having those bad games. Mm-hmm. I just think to say it's only AD and that's it. I think that's.
It's AD. Hey, listen. As I said,
that's disingenuous.
Fluent. You and I both know this. The Lakers have one way to win, and the reason why I say this through AD is because he opens up everything for everybody else, bro.
100%.
And the Warriors, they have more than one way to win. They can win by playing with Steph, or they can win by playing the way they played last night. The Lakers, they
can either play going to Steph or playing through Steph. Absolutely. That's why they're so good. I agree with you.
And the same thing's going on with the Lakers. The same thing is going on with Anthony Davis. They can either play through him or go to him. Absolutely. 100%. Because if he's on the box, and like you saw what happened in game 1, that opens up so many more opportunities for Austin Reeves. That opens up so many more opportunities for Dennis Schroeder, for Russell. That opens up so many more. So the way that this roster is built, Anthony Davis is going to take us to the championship. We're going to win it or lose it without him. with him. I'm sorry.
And 100%.
We're going to go as far as he takes us.
At this point, we know, right? We know AD is going to have these types of games. So it's up to the rest of the team. It's up to Darvin Ham. It's up to his coaching staff and AD for a matter of fact to say, hey, when these things happen, what are we going to do so we don't get blown out and embarrassed? Because that's what's been happening. It's exactly
the problem right there, though, Tone.
It's that AD's off and everybody just.
But that's the problem, Tone. When we talk about great players, what great team is preparing for their best player to suck? That's never happened. Like the Bulls ain't preparing for Jay to suck. The Lakers wasn't prepared.
Russell Westbrook was on.
The Lakers wasn't. I said
championship team. Oh, championship.
I said championship team. The Lakers wasn't prepared for Shaq to suck because he wasn't going to suck. Houston wasn't prepared for Olajuwon to suck. No, that wasn't going on.
You and I had this conversation 2 months ago. You and I had this conversation, and you brought up examples of Kobe and Jordan and James having these bad games and said, but look at the other things they did. They did this, and then the next player stepped up and did that, and they did this. Well, maybe you're not preparing for it, but it's expected. They're not going to be perfect every night. So what do you do when they aren't perfect?
Which is also
you made the case for all the other guys stepping up and the other things that we're going to do. Well, that's what AD and the Lakers need to do.
Correct, which is ironic too, Tone, because Anthony Davis has had bad games, but he's actually done other things. I remember Anthony Davis in the national championship at the University of Kentucky, where he sucked in that game as a scorer. But what did he do? He said he came into the locker room and told everybody, listen, you do score the rest of the points. I'll get every rebound and I'll block every shot. Well, all right, we got you covered. We got you covered. But when you had efforts
last night, that's what had to happen. LeBron needs to go slap him on his ass and say, "You go block every shot and grab every rebound. We're going to do the scoring." But that didn't happen.
When we get efforts like that, it just it completely throws a monkey wrench in everything we doing as a unit. It just does.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and move on. We've been talking about AD for a good hour. Hopefully he can, make Damo look a little better come game 3. But
he will. He'll do his job.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Damo, I better not see a 47-23 performance tomorrow night because I'm gonna lose my mind. I better not see that because I'm gonna fucking lose it. I swear to God, I better not see 39 and 19, some nonsense like that. What the hell is going on?
By the way, real quick. Ticket is a known liar. AD averaged 25? He averaged 25 and 13 on 50, 40, 90 in the finals in 2020.
And what did LeBron average?
What does it matter? You said he got carried.
Hold on. That's a great number. Hold on. Let me say this to you, Damo. Let me say this to you. That's complete bullshit. And I'm not a known liar. Hold on. The reason why it's bullshit is this. Hold on. Bro, Giannis Antetokounmpo averaged 35. Shaq averaged 35. Goddamn,
what does that have to do with what you said?
average. Hold on. Them is pity panty ass numbers.
No, they are not.
The goalpost has just been moved.
No.
You say penny panty ass numbers?
So you're telling me Anthony Davis averaging 25, 11, and 3 with a 1.5 steals and 2 blocks got carried by a guy who averaged 30, 12, and 8?
And it wasn't empty neither. Let's make sure we clear on that. That 25, it's not like just looking at the box score. We saw the game. That 25 was not empty.
He lied. He said he got
25 and 11 was not empty.
That's a lie. Hold on. That is a lie.
No, we're talking about in the finals in 2020.
Hold on. LeBron got carried. Look, hey, honestly, LeBron balled out in those finals. I had 80.
He for sure did. He for sure balled out.
You know who balled out? It wasn't LeBron who shot 66% from the free throw line. It was Anthony Davis.
Hold on. But
from the free throw line when it matters. Come on, man.
Here's the reason. Hold on, Fluent. Here's the reason why I said that. Is because AD was hurt in those finals. He was limping up the court.
He did that. He didn't get carried.
No,
you lied. That's it. There it is. You're cooked. You don't want the ticket.
So why Brown win finals MVP?
That's fine.
There
you go.
Why did Brown win finals MVP?
Ticket, you don't keep the same energy for everyone.
What are you talking about? Hey, yo, why you always got to try and come against me, bro?
Because I don't agree with you.
You a little punk. You never speak up for a nigga, but you always come against a nigga.
No, that's also not true. When you spoke about Embiid yesterday, I agreed with you. That's not true. That's not true. See, that's not true. That's not true. No, that's not true. When you spoke about Embiid yesterday and how the Philly should use him, I agreed with you. You just seem to ignore every time I agree with you and get mad every time.
I don't know why you agree with that shit, Morris.
Can I tell you something?
Y'all just wrong together.
I thought it was right.
Ron,
what's up?
I missed you guys this week.
Little punk ass boy always want to mix his nose.
Ticket.
If I disagree with you, I'm gonna say that.
In the kitty section, man. Real talk.
If I disagree with you, I'm gonna say that I disagree.
You don't look. I want y'all to see this. You don't interject with Fluent. You don't interject with Chill.
That's not true. I interjected with Chill when I asked my question about Marc Gasol. See, you're lying again. You're addicted to lying. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. The moment I disagree with Ticket, he knows he's about to get cooked. So that's why he gets angry. The moment I disagree with you, he knows what's going on.
What we about to do is we about to start doing these player rankings right now. The best playoff performers in 2023. Now, chat, what I need to let you guys know is this doesn't make you an exempt if you got out in the first round. Doesn't make you exempt if you didn't make the playoffs. These are the players that we expect to ball if they're put in a playoff scenario. So the top playoff performers.
So it's the best players in the NBA.
That's what it sounds like.
No.
Yes,
because Jimmy Butler in the playoffs would be ranked higher than he will be ranked during the regular season.
But that's basically
but then Luka, Dame, and Kyrie are going to be on this list, and they ain't smelled the playoffs this year.
Okay, then let's do the best 30 players in the playoffs this year.
Please, because like I said in the group chat last night, and I'm so happy to be a part of finally. Y'all gonna have Luka over De'Aaron and DeMontis, and I'm gonna blow a gasket. You gonna kick me off the show today? I'm gonna lose my mind.
I don't know if the one's going to make the
I'm emotional, but that man cut me off when I don't get mad because all the UK honey saying my name. They don't get mad at me.
Luka over DeMontis.
That's gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me, Chill.
Mars doesn't interrupt me. I'll hit him with.
Hey, don't worry. They gonna put somebody else over DeMontis. It's gonna make you mad. Hey, you gonna fall out either way it goes.
I had a dream last night.
Performers this year. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I had a dream last night. I know some of y'all might have missed the show yesterday. Me and Ticket, we had a quick talk. Hey, Ticket, I had a dream last night. I beat you 15-6.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, that's it, nigga. You got a better chance of getting pregnant.
I expect to come here with a baby bump tomorrow. That's crazy. Yo, all right, here we go. Chat, what I need you guys to do is give me an order. I won't be participating, but everybody else. Damo, Mars, Chill, Fluent, Ox, and Ticket. Give me an order in terms of how we're picking. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dive into some of these super chats. Javanchi got bands 432HZ said, Ticket, you hate LeBron so damn much, it's not even funny. I have a question for you. What would LeBron have to do to pass Michael Jordan? Get 2 more rings? 3 more? Like what, bro? Like what else does bro have to do? What
I'm hate on LeBron when I started the show defending him and blaming it on AD when everybody else is trying to say, hey man, it's LeBron. I don't hate LeBron. I just hate some of the narratives that surround him. But let me say this. For him to pass Mike, he could never do it because Michael Jordan would never lost in the NBA Finals. When he got there, Michael Jordan won how many scoring titles? Michael Jordan got how many MVPs? Michael Jordan got how many finals MVPs? Michael Jordan was never the second best player on the team in the championship. Like LeBron has been, according to these dudes, not once, but about to be twice. Then not only that, we can go further than that and talk about Michael Jordan's defensive awards. You know what I'm saying? He won MVP Defensive Player of the Year, won the same a year. Then not only that, how many all defensive teams did Michael Jordan make? Man, I can go on and on and on and on and on and sweeter than Ben and Jerry's.
Ticket, I'm glad you brought that up. And the reason why I'm glad you brought that up, we're not going to get into it, but I'm glad you brought that up because what you just said, I love it. And the reason why I love it is because the regular season matters. The regular season matters. You heard everything that he just said. The league MVPs, the all NBAs, the all league defensive stuff. You do all of that stuff in the regular season. And then in the playoffs, your legend gets elevated. So thank you for saying that, Ticket. I appreciate it.
I saw a video on TikTok where someone was showing all the guys crying when they won the awards. It was very emotional.
That was interesting that I saw that too, Tone. That was dope. Yeah, I did see that.
Emotional, damn it.
I did see that.
Ask y'all one question, Ron.
What's up?
When we talked about the great bigs in NBA history, the Hakeems, the Shaqs, the Tim Duncans, all these dudes, what were these dudes averaging in these series, bro? Weren't they averaging damn near 30 a game in their prime?
Not Tim Duncan, but
so in let's say 2001, for example, in the West semifinals against the Sacramento Kings, Shaq went 35-13 in that series.
Right. See, and so what I'm saying is, only thing I'm saying to my boy Dom, respectfully, was that AD's 23 and whatever, bro. That ain't nothing, man. It's like Shaq said, bro. Shaq said this, your cousin said this, and I agree with what he said. Your average should be 3 to 4 points above what you average once you get to the playoffs. You should be performing above what your regular season average was. AD wasn't doing that in the finals. So that's the reason why I said he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't that on that level right there.
Very few players. When you're talking about
you're not
all-time great.
You're not.
Very few players are able to do what you just said, which is average 2 to 3 more points in the playoffs or in the finals than they do in the regular season. And that's why I include playoffs when I start ranking people in terms of their scoring ability and all that stuff. That's tough to do. That's the elite of the elite who can do that.
It's unfair to compare guys to Shaq.
Kawhi doesn't.
It's unfair to compare. Well, that's
There's
Kawhi.
very few, like I said, very few guys.
KD, hold on. KD, Devin Booker's doing it right now.
And it doesn't get talked about.
Luka, hold on. I keep calling you niggas. Luka does it.
It's been 7 games for
Luka does it.
You gotta wait. It's not big enough. Sample size isn't big
now
enough.
it's not big enough, right?
The sample size isn't big enough yet.
How big do it gotta be?
When their career is over.
That's what she said.
Fluent. You're a captain.
No, I'm consistent. I'm consistent. Ask Jay. I'm consistent. Wait until we're done.
I ain't got one of those off in a minute. That's what she said.
Had to. All right, look. So this is the order right here. SSJ Gabe. Shout out Gabe. He do a lot behind the scenes. Y'all wouldn't know, but Gabe
he didn't even put Ticket in there. How's that the order?
Hey, well, Gabe, check this out. Come PC weekend. Ticket gonna want a reason why you didn't put him on this list. You gonna have to explain it to his face.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to take it up. Come PC.
That don't work. Yeah, you got to put Ticket in there.
He put a new one. There you go.
That's right.
Stop spamming it.
I like this one. Gabe, you got some explaining to do.
I Ticket stall him out.
Dub narrative.
He was an accident.
I'm thinking who's the best player in the playoffs right now. That's what we should start.
So I'm going first round.
It's on you first. Hey, and look, check this out.
Y'all know where I'm going.
Here's how we gonna do this. Between every pick, I'm gonna read a super chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Wait. Who's the best or who's playing the best?
There's a difference. There's a difference.
You decide.
It's up to you. It's for you to decipher.
Use your own discretion.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ox. You got it.
This is so easy for me. I think there's only two options for this.
Jesus.
Bro, no. It's definitely Jimmy Butler.
Thank you.
I thought he was gonna say De'Aaron Fox.
It's definitely
I
Jimmy
did
Butler.
too.
If it's not Jimmy, you know who the other guy got to be. But I'm going with Jimmy Butler though.
All right, Jimmy Buckets is first. Next super chat on the list.
Y'all think I'm biased or something?
Young SA9 said Damo ducking the smoke. Ticket.
He said that because Damo hasn't showed up yet. We had just got started, and when he said that, and Damo hadn't showed up yet. That's why.
Hey, Damo, I ain't doubt you for a second, bro. I ain't doubt you for a second.
Damo was warming up those ramen noodles. Are they good? Making me hungry.
Fruity Pebbles. I'm sorry.
Fruity Pebbles. I'm hungry.
That's crazy, man. I got set up by the media. They didn't give me the invite till late. They set me up to look bad. That's crazy.
Hey, Ron on one this week. You see how he did me yesterday?
That's crazy. Hey, you know how it goes. Sometimes you just be timid to jump into action. You see how AD was last night. Hey, you was watching AD so much it started rubbing off on you.
I hope I didn't come off timid when I came in here. I hope I didn't seem timid.
All right, here we go. We back to it.
When Lakers lose this series, game 2 they're gonna go back to that.
Back to it. Chill. It's on you.
I think it's Anthony Davis because for every 12 point, 11 rebound performance, I'm going to get 35 and 15. I'm going to get 41 and 19. That's going to happen, and the Lakers are going to win.
You're bro. You right that I knew you would
that's who it is, and I see if I could get something in between that, I'm 100% on Anthony Davis being the second best player in the playoffs right now.
Chill is a capper, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
You talking about me lying down? Chill is a liar.
All right, y'all. Next super chat. Jimmy Two Shoes said LeBron can never pass LeBron. I think he meant to say LeBron can never pass Jordan. Swept twice, beat in 5 games twice, beat in the second round, beat in a record margin, worst meltdown of any NBA superstar. He's not top 5. Period.
Facts.
All of those things, other than the last part, all of those things are true.
Yeah, facts.
All right, on to the next. Who do we have next? It's on you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm gonna go with Fluent Junior's pick. I'm gonna go with Steph Curry.
That's who should have been number 2 in my opinion.
Can drop 50 in game 7 and then can drop double-digit assists. Like that's a guy you want in the playoffs right there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got to talk about it no more, Fluent.
Good.
Yo, chat, let us know if you agree with this list so far.
Why does Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry get nicknames where Anthony Davis just gets Anthony Davis?
I mean, they don't want me to put his nickname.
Because you have to be great to get a nickname.
Wow.
Actually, what's AD's nickname?
The Brown.
Have an actual good.
The Brown.
Hey, but look. This I'm happy you said that, Fluent.
That's crazy.
Hey, Disney.
I'm happy you said that though, Fluent, because I gotta ask Ticket a question. Now, Ticket, you said that AD had put up those numbers. You said he was hurt in those finals, right? How could you be hurt and do that and be terry cloth all in one?
Bro, listen.
So you played for an injury.
Hold on. I'm gonna cook you real quick.
I'm not trying to be cooking. I just want to get educated, brother.
Because Giannis averaged 34 in the finals on that leg in the NBA finals. He averaged 34 and damn near 20. You shut your ass up, nigga. That's why.
That doesn't make sense.
No sense at all.
You didn't even bring up Anthony Davis.
That's the best answer you're gonna get.
Amazes me, bro.
Next,
Givenchy, however you pronounce it, got bands.
You have style, bro. Givenchy.
Givenchy. There you go. Jordan's so overrated. What would someone have to do to pass this man? I honestly want to know, what does a guy have to do to pass a Michael Jordan?
Okay, hold on. Stop right there. Stop. Don't even say nothing, Ticket. The fact that you said Jordan and overrated in the same sentence, I'm out. We don't even need to go. The fact that you said Jordan and overrated, you wild as hell.
Overrated.
Yeah, you wild as hell for that.
Overrated. Don't worry, Givenchy. I agree with you. Jordan's overrated.
All right, let's get to it. Mars, speaking of how you feel,
Jokic.
It's on you.
Jokic.
Oh damn.
Damn, as much praise as Legend of Losing wanted us to give Jokic, it's funny that he's fourth on this list.
Well,
He would have been.
He probably would have been higher if I got to just pick all 25 spots.
Or if Lowe was here, he would have been first.
Yeah, if I would have went first, I would have picked him.
So it just depends on the order. It's like picking a draft pick. I just get what's left.
We got a fake fan in there dropping super chats. I appreciate the super chat, but you're not a real viewer. If you say I was ducking Game 7 because I for sure popped up. I was in the airport. I was on my way to Mexico.
Yeah.
I wasn't ducking nothing.
Didn't watch the whole stream, man. L viewer. Ask us for longer episodes and then don't watch the whole episodes. L viewers,
Hey, do better.
Facts.
All right, so Daniel Betrays said best basketball discourse on YouTube. Just saying, I want to see Damo versus Ticket 1-on-1. Pause.
We've seen that. We've seen that plenty of times.
Every day.
Where you been at, my man?
I think he means in one of our, when we do our specials.
Damn. So you want to get them dudes in the ring just by themselves.
All right, here we go. We got our next pick. It's on Damo.
I give him a lot of slack, but I gotta say he does hoop, except for that one game. Give me Mr. Kevin Durant.
Over Devin Booker?
Over Devin Booker, yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised about it.
Okay, all right.
Ron, you picking two, right?
Nah. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. I don't want to come and mess up y'all list. Chat be mad at me, calling me L host. We ain't got to do all of that. Cool G said AD is cool because he already won a ring. You can see it in his play.
So he got fat cat-itis. That's what he got. So he's chilling.
He's
now.
content.
Yeah, he's chilling now, huh? Nah, I ain't buying that.
All right, Damo, it's on you. Or Ticket?
No, I picked. Yeah.
Ticket, it's on you.
It's on Ticket, yeah.
And y'all put KD up there?
No, Domo did, yeah.
Hold on, y'all
I put KD.
He's been carried by Booker? Come on, bro, man. Y'all dudes, man.
This word carried is being used very
absolutely.
It's that Mars. That word carry is starting to irritate. It's getting in my skin like a mosquito. I don't like it.
Last time I checked, the preference was it can either be by performance or just who you think the best player is, or a combination of both. It's up to the person picking.
So, yeah,
yes, Devin Booker can be having better performances. I still think Kevin Durant's a better player, and I think some of these performances are enhanced by the fact that he's playing with the better players. So,
no doubt, but I'll give you somebody who's playing better than Kevin Durant.
Go ahead.
And none of you guys said his name, but The Rock shall say his name. And not only that, you should put some respect on this guy's name for what he's doing. And that is the little engine that could out there in New York City, baby. It goes by the name of Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, Ticket is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever damn will be talking this basketball shit. I'm the excellence of execution. You better believe that. Jalen Brunson. Remember, I put some respect on your name when he.
Be careful you don't have to retire because of a concussion there, Bret Hart. All right, next.
So we're just all agreeing that Jalen Brunson is playing better than Kevin Durant in these playoffs.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know, Mars.
Yes,
I think the debate.
He's leading his team. Yes,
Mars, when you wipe away the names,
he's actually number one on his team, bro. How many 30-point games he got so far? He had a 30 ball the other night when they won.
I know he did.
He's been carrying.
Damo pick KD. This is a democracy.
Oh, he's 100%. He's 100% been carrying. He's got Julius Randle on his team. I give him a bunch of credit for that. He's 100% been carrying. I agree. I 100% agree. You don't have to tell me twice.
Every game they won, you turn around, he got 28, 29, 30.
Yeah, you ain't gonna tell me twice. He got Julius Randle. I agree. He has the biggest burden.
All right, moving along. Next super chat from Mr. Okoro. He said Draymond had that boy running to the three-point line and back to the paint all game. Jermichael was important this game. Looney allowed Davis rest.
I agree.
All right, we back to the top. Ox, it's on you.
You know what it is, Ron.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Clutch.
De'Aaron Fox. Don't at me.
Mr. Clutch. So good he couldn't get out the first round.
Don't at me.
De'Aaron Fox over Devin Booker is crazy.
All day, every day, any day. 2 times on Sunday.
Oh, they could be eliminated already?
Yeah.
It was just these playoffs. Who performed best in these playoffs?
Yo, you put De'Aaron Fox, who's been eliminated over dudes that still playing ball.
You know why? Because Bob values losing. That's why.
Don't do that, Fluent.
He
Don't
got
do
sent home
that.
and play like trash in Game 7.
Yeah,
Bob,
Bob values losing.
Sad, bro.
Everything
I'm not praising losing.
It's a lie. Everything you've said until now has been a lie.
No, I'm praising the three. This is all no. Fluent. Wait.
Don't make me mute you. You said to me, and I quote, "I don't care how good your playoff performance was. It is ranked below every single one who did it in a win because you lost." So Michael Jordan's 63 points doesn't as good as this person.
Those 63-point games don't matter.
No, that's what you said. You are a liar, sir, on national.
Hey, like I said, don't at me, De'Aaron Fox. But I'm talking about the 3 games that we won. Those 3 games hold weight. The 4 that we lost. Hey, out of here,
Bob, man. We don't believe you. You the same
liar.
YMCA with a 20.
I almost said Kawhi Leonard. So
I was gonna bring up what's the company name? Style Couture. What the hell is it called?
Self-made couture.
Self-made. I was gonna have you in Toronto for a fashion show because you lied. You might not be invited.
Hey, well, that's your loss.
Hey, Fluent. We just gonna drop him from the company.
You can't drop me. I got too much extra.
Have liars.
Hey, all right, buy me out.
I got you. Call me after this. Hey, you ain't finna mess up my Toronto trip.
There you go.
Can't go to Toronto.
Ross said, they don't know that. Ross said, when AD don't play with a motor, he looks like Bam Adebayo on the court.
That's a crazy floor.
Showtime AP said, I appreciate y'all for real. Me being a football guy, y'all expanding my basketball knowledge. Keep bodying the sports podcast world. We got you, Showtime AP.
Stick with me. You're going places.
Hey, man, y'all want to sponsor the show? Hit Ron. Y'all want to be one of the sponsors?
Hit me after the show. All right, y'all. It is on Chill. Who are we going with at 8?
I think Jamal Murray's been playing like that. I think he's been playing like that too. I'm gonna go with Jamal Murray.
Captain Canada. He's been playing phenomenal.
There you have it, Jamal Murray.
And this is all over Devin Booker, Chad.
Facts.
All over Devin Booker.
That's what I forgot. I forgot Devin Booker.
Nah, you ain't forget him. You ain't forget him.
I'm gonna stick with Jamal Murray though. I'm gonna stick with Jamal Murray though. I just think it's wild to say that that Devin Booker's been carrying KD throughout these playoffs though. That's wild as hell to me.
Yo, Devin Booker's averaging 35 this series, and he averaged something close to that last series.
I'm glad you mentioned it. And since you brought that up, so since when does a dude that's going 28-8 get carried? Those numbers ain't empty in the playoffs.
It's carry is a crazy word.
That's a crazy word. I just know Mars. It's like a mosquito in my skin that's walking when you keep saying carry. Stop saying that. When I think about a dude getting carried, I think about a dude that's doing nothing, and we jumping on his back. He jumping on our back, and we going. Kevin Durant is 28-11.
No, carry's a crazy word.
Ain't nobody carrying him.
But here's also the thing too, though. Nobody's talking about D Book. We went through all 3 of these last weeks, and nobody up here has praised Devin Booker for what he's been doing. Nobody.
Are you not going to read a super chat and then get to me?
I want Devin Booker to get his praise.
No, because
wait till somebody picks him.
I pick.
Ain't nobody picking me.
Yeah, when Fluent picks Devin Booker, we can talk about Devin Booker.
Which is what he about to do right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look, Ron, you know you a lobbyist, Ron. You a lobbyist.
That's a fact. Yo, but if it was Kawhi, though,
read the room.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. RJ said, "Ticket is spitting. Got to respect the game. I played through many injuries like knees, elbow fracture in high school and college because I love to play. My knees is done, but it taught me discipline."
If that was worth
you know what, RJ? You know what, RJ? Let me tell you something. With my bum ankle, my torn Achilles, my bad knees, my wonky hip, my rotator cuff that's torn in my shoulder, my tendonitis in my elbow, and my nagging migraines that I have, I still would have put in a better effort than AD last night. So let's not give me that shit. Next.
Jesus, you need a whole new body. Jesus.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like,
right? Fluent, it actually is on you.
Oh, it is on me? All right. I'm going to go because I was actually going to go Jamal Murray because I thought this guy would have been gone in the first round. So the fact that he slipped down to me, Devin Booker is my pick. How he fell this far is crazy. He has been balling, as I just said a second ago, 35, 7 and 5. Like, dude is playing crazy. And you're right. I don't think I've heard anyone say anything about Book this whole entire playoffs. Have we?
Devin Booker is really good.
He is. Devin Booker is very good. Yeah, very good.
No, like you guys are downplaying it though. Like no one's saying.
Oh, this is insane.
Like it's crazy.
He's a mid one.
That's wild.
He's better than De'Aaron Fox because he's still playing.
I do agree. He's better than De'Aaron Fox. I do agree.
Pull up the list, Ron. Pull up the list, Ron. Can you honestly tell me? Once the list comes up,
it's up there.
You're telling me he's the 9th. He's playing the 9th best player in these playoffs right now. Come on, man.
That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
This list looks pretty accurate to me.
That's wild.
I'd have him at 6.
I think number 2 should be number 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put AD at 2, but
that's y'all opinion, man. Y'all didn't pick 2.
It's a democracy.
I picked Jokic, and I'm happy with my Jokic pick. So,
hey, listen, I picked Booker and Curry, so I'm good with my picks too. I got a great backcourt.
Grande Jones said, "Didn't the Kings have the Dubs down 2-0? What happened there? Quit overrating." Chill, you said this. Chill, you said the NBA title runs through the champs,
and it still does run through the champs. However, the Lakers are not the Kings; they're a better team. What are you talking about?
Damn,
that's false. That's false.
Damn.
Is that true? Is that true, Bob?
Yes, it is. They're a better team, and they playing better. So that's not true. 100%.
Nah, Fluent. They got lucky and played the Grizzlies, and we had a fade.
Can I expose?
What do they do with the beam right now?
Bro, it's on ice. It's on ice.
It's at Steph Curry's backyard.
We just conserving energy. You know what I'm saying?
Can I expose? Is it my go yet?
Nah, they put you at the
let me get after Damo. Because I'm about to expose something after Damo. On this list, I'm about to expose something. Go ahead, y'all.
So,
not Justin said we got to stop having the AD versus Giannis convo every time he has a good game, bro. Bro is too consistent. To be honest, he's a center now. Compare him to Jokic and Embiid.
I agree. I don't think AD is better than Giannis. I also don't think he's better than Jokic. The Embiid conversation is just who you depend on more because they're both just going to get hurt. So I don't even know how to discuss either of them at this point.
I've seen AD hit a level in the meaningful games that just Embiid hasn't hit. So
I agree, but Embiid is under Kawhi Leonard's arc right now.
Damo,
I can't rank him.
I feel it.
You say that again, Damo?
Oh my God!
Well, I just want you to repeat it because you called me a liar. Now I'm about to expose you as a liar.
I've seen AD hit levels in meaningful games and in big moments that Embiid hasn't made.
Okay. All right.
Or hasn't reached.
If I told you that this year, before you make your next pick, that AD this season, sir, was only averaging 20.8 points per game in the playoffs, what would you say to me?
I would say that has nothing to do with what I just said. That's what I would say.
No. I ain't asked you that. I'm just asking you.
I'm giving you my answer. That's my answer. That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Hold on. Who had the second pick? Who put AD second? You put AD second.
So,
hold on. And you've been the head of the cheerleading club for AD. He averages 20.8 points per game in the playoffs.
But I didn't put him second.
Hold on. Let me finish. His average went down His average went down 6 points from the regular season in the playoffs. That's all I want to make clear.
What?
He averaged 26 points a game in the regular season, and he's averaging 20.8 in the playoffs.
What was he doing defensively in the regular season compared to now? What, no, answer that question for me. What was he doing defensively in the regular season compared to what he's doing defensively now in the playoffs?
Okay, defensively in the regular season, AD sir was averaging 26 points a game. He was averaging 2 blocks in the regular season. Right now in the postseason, he's averaging 4.1 blocks. So he's averaging double on the blocks. He's averaging double on the blocks, but he's averaging less points. He's averaging 6 less points.
So in the simplest of basketball terms, he's playing twice as much defense and not as much offense. In the simplest of terms.
W box score analysis right there.
I don't know basketball, bro. Can we move on? Like I don't.
We'll keep it pushing. Chris White said the refs are making the Warriors game closer than they should.
Here we go.
It was almost a blowout. It was almost a blowout 5 minutes into game 1. The Lakers had 29 free throws to 6 for the Warriors in game 1.
Do you guys not understand how free throws work? If you
they don't.
If you take a million threes, you're not gonna get free throws. Like that's just common sense.
I mean,
that's the trade-off for taking a bunch of frees.
Let me give you the stat, since I'll be the stats guy today. 3-pointers, you get fouled on 1% of your shot attempts. 1%. 2-pointers, you get fouled, and mostly those are within 3 feet of the basket. 15%. So there's significantly more chance of being fouled on a 2-point shot versus a 3-point shot. Now you're more fluent.
And it's not like the Warriors were getting given petty foul. They were legitimately fouling the Lakers. That's what was happening. They were fouling them.
1%. That means that if you shot 10 threes, you're not getting fouled on any of those.
No. Yeah, if you shoot 100, you're getting fouled once.
And the Warriors actually got a 3-point foul call in both of these games, so they're actually beating the odds.
They got it.
What the hell? This goofy ass ref logic, man.
I call it Damo make his pick.
Go ahead.
Mars.
Oh, my bad, Mars.
Mars.
I have to go through each series and think who's playing.
Mm-hmm. If you need a second to think, I'll just read a super chat.
You can read a super chat.
Got you. I'll leave the list up here for you so you can see. Saint 3 says, shout out to Mars, repping the ends, which is London if you don't know. You said a few weeks ago that Josh Giddey is a top 10 passer in the NBA. Who else? Dub Mars.
The ends. Hold on. The ends sound like a wow spot, Mars. You from the hood, y'all? it sound wild in the ends. The ends don't sound like a spot you want to be at a certain hour. That's where you at, Mars?
I feel pretty safe.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I feel pretty safe.
I just want to make sure.
But okay. you really, sorry, I know you need to make your pick, but the places that sound the best are always the ones that are the worst. It's not
that's what I'm talking about.
The end sounds bad, so it's probably good. But right. When you go to like the Royal Palisades, that's when you got to be careful.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Mars a project baby.
Wow.
my pick is Jason Tatum, and the top 10 passers. I mean, I don't have an order or anything, but like you got guys like Jokic, Luka, LeBron, Josh Giddey, LaMelo Ball,
distributors.
Darius Garland, Tyrese Halliburton, James Harden.
Said Joker? I think you said Joker.
Yeah, 100%.
I think you said Joker. Other distributors.
Is there anyone I'm missing that's obvious?
Other distributors. I think you already ran it down.
Trae Young, yes, Trae Young. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many I named. Chris Paul, maybe. There's a few names that like he's in that mix, but I would have him top 10 just based on if I had to put him in a ballpark. I think he's in the top 10. So yeah.
All right, fellas. This is the list. This is your top 10. We still have 20 more picks to go. Damo,
hold on, I was next. Y'all passed me.
Nah. Ticket you after Damo.
Damo still didn't go?
Damo. Yeah, I just went. So now it's Damo.
That was Mars.
Okay, he took Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ain't forget about you, Ticket.
That was very disrespectful. Y'all waited so long to put Tatum up there because Tatum's averaging a double-double.
So it's like everybody else on the list.
No. He's literally Tatum's literally averaging 26 points and damn near 10 rebounds a game with 5 assists. That's crazy number.
Tatum has been balling.
He just had 7 points. He just had 7 points.
I was going to go with Tatum.
Yeah, so think of how much that hurt his average.
All right, so I want to read off the top 10. We do have audio listeners. Shout out to our Dub audio listeners. The top 10 right now at this moment is Jimmy Butler at 1, Anthony Davis at 2, Steph Curry at 3, Jokic at 4, Kevin Durant at 5, Jalen Brunson at 6. At 7, we have De'Aaron Fox. At 8, we have Jamal Murray. At 9, we have Devin Booker. And at 10, we have Jason Tatum. Damo, it's on you next. Before we get to you, though, you can think about your pick. I'll leave it up here for you. Hold on. I gotta give the people what they want. They want a super chat in between. Hit 44 send one. He said AD has high standards because Braun said his number's gonna be retired by the Lakers, and he's in his prime. Shaq, Kareem, Wilt, etc. Troll Mars getting cooked. That's
okay,
fire.
that wasn't. Wait, okay. First of all, let me chill. Was you holding AD to Shaq and Hakeem standards because LeBron said his jersey's gonna get retired?
No, I did not.
So hit 44. You are chatting, buddy. Shush.
Literally super chatting.
Sheesh.
Shush.
Edawu Sansu said New Orleans AD was a monster. Since pairing with LeBron in LA, he's been complacent and a shell of himself. Bubble AD is the best AD since coming to LA.
But that's when he paired with LeBron. Since then he's been hurt. So if you want to say that, he's been
pressure
hurt.
of live audience there. That's the problem.
Shush.
Since then he's been high, Marsh. Not hurt. He's been high.
Oh, so he came to LA to get.
Yeah,
I tried to. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all think I'm joking? Y'all think I'm playing around? As soon as he got to LA, he started kind of like he was still getting down, but then sometimes he would disappear. And I'm like, man, that's because he went from that.
He got to stay off them indicas. He got to get to them sativas. I'll educate y'all later.
There's one that I used to when I lived in LA. It was called God's Gift. It's delicious.
Big Ox, you think AD out there blowing sticky?
I know. Come on, chill.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Come on, chill. I'm serious. I'm not saying that playing. Like, I'm for real. It's got to be something because why else would he have 4 points and 5 rebounds at halftime? Like, there's no way a guy like AD. If AD won a rebound, what's gonna stop him?
That's nuts, man.
AD's supposed to be in Chicago, freezing.
That's crazy. Yo.
Play better.
All right, it's on you, Damo.
AJ knows. AJ knows.
This is why I'm going with my guy. This is why I say the Celtics have 2 1s, and now we're saying they're mid ones. I'm going Jaylen Brown.
I'm not mad at that.
Great pick, Damo.
I'm cool with
Great
that.
pick. I should have picked him number 1.
Cool with that.
Y'all see the list as is right now. Check it out. Chat, let us know what you guys think about the list. Who shouldn't be where they are, and who's good where they're at, and who needs to be on here right now. While y'all doing that, Kwabe with the super chat, he said it's hard to pass a player the ball when his body language gives that he isn't completely there in the game. AD, be out there moping around scared.
I don't know if he's scared, but the moping part, I may be able to get behind that.
Do they both correlate though? You can like maybe AD's moping around because he's not getting the ball, and maybe he's not getting the ball because he's moping around. Maybe they're both intertwined.
Chicken or the egg. It's the chicken or the egg.
Like which one's causing the other? Is AD moping because they're not giving him the ball, or is they not giving him the ball because AD's moping?
And then
do you think AD? Is it fair to say he needs the Lakers to be like, come on?
Yes, there are players like that. Yes, Tone. Yes, that happens, and I think we discount that. We think that everybody is just. There's a reason why when Kobe Bryant, I loved watching Kobe Bryant mush Pau Gasol in the head, and the reason why he mushed him in the head it wasn't because get ass. No, it was you better than all of these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't better than him. You better than all of these dudes. Get it together, and that helped him get it together. But Bryant also put his arm around Gasol. Yo, my man, you better than all of these dudes.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying like
lacking leadership is what you're saying.
YSN Money has a theory. He said AD got to be a part-time point shaver. LA and safe.
You skimming AD? Is that what you doing? Is he skimming?
If I see 30 and he's involved with the mob,
crazy. Hey, I saw somebody in the chat said earlier AD needs to be investigated for point shaving.
You up, Ticket?
Not ridiculous.
Before you go, Ticket, Man Live said it's no
Boston.
excuse for AD. He can't take the ball off. He can take the ball off the glass just like Jokic does and go straight into a post up.
He could do that.
Old boy from the Nuggets. What's his name?
Who? Aaron Gordon?
Yeah, Aaron Gordon.
AG.
Really?
Yo.
All-star Aaron Gordon, man. All-star Aaron Gordon.
Hey, y'all, why y'all don't like Aaron Gordon?
No, I like Aaron Gordon. I don't like Aaron Gordon over LeBron James.
I'm gonna say I don't like Aaron Gordon over Giannis. Giannis ain't even here.
Aaron Gordon's
Giannis not being on this
But
list.
I would have had Giannis. I'd have had Kawhi. I'd have John Morant.
Ticket always been high on Aaron Gordon, so I'm not surprised about that.
No.
Ticket
Ron,
always
top
been
20, right?
No, we're gonna do 30.
30.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Domantas Sabonis on the list.
That's what it sounds like. So we basically getting everybody because Ticket always been high on Aaron Gordon anyway, though. So I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't even. Okay. I don't like Aaron Gordon over Tyrese Maxey.
I wouldn't. Yes, I wouldn't have gone with. I wouldn't have gone with Aaron Gordon, but Ticket been high on him though.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey for sure getting down.
Ox, it's on you. Take a look at the list. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and read this super chat from Donovan Samuels. He said, I felt like once AD's shot wasn't falling early, he just mailed it in. For the Lakers and AD, it's not a good strategy to take games off, especially when your best player has a high injury risk.
You got to get everything you can out of him right from the beginning as long as possible because you don't know how long you're going to have him for. That's fair. 100%. That's fair. Yeah, I can get with that.
Ox, player, what you thinking?
Just being the humble man that I am, and in a hoop expert. The number 13 is easy, and I'm ashamed of y'all that he failed at 13.
Oh damn!
I'm ashamed of all y'all. I'm ashamed of you, Ticket, you, Chill, you, Damo, you, Mars.
I already know where you're going, and that was my next pick. I already know where you're going.
This is too easy.
Yeah.
This is obviously Kevon Looney. It's obviously Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney.
I like that pick. I like that.
We did beat the Kings. It's not.
I could get with that.
If I'm keeping it a buck, I would actually like to petition that you can flip flop my 13 and 6, 13 and 7, Ron.
Now you super wild. You ain't wild. Now you super wild. With Kevon Looney,
that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Hey, Kevon's still playing. I don't praise losing.
Second best player in the game 7. That holds some weight.
Yeah, it does. 100% it does.
Jerry Lewis said, Warriors Lakers going to be the most exciting series this playoff, whoever wins. I'm just glad to watch. Also, y'all the greatest.
We do what we can, Jerry. 100%, brother. We did not know that, but thanks for telling us. Thanks for telling us, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, who we got? We got you, Chill.
It's easy. James.
Harden.
No, not that one.
Man.
Definitely not that one. No.
That was great.
No, not that one. I don't think so, sir.
John Barber said, leave Mars alone, Ticket. He does agree with you sometimes, even though he be playing both sides.
I'm a two-way player.
Fire.
Mars, you are a mole when I think about it, Mars. You can be a mole sometimes. You are.
I just go with what I think.
You can definitely be a double agent sometimes, Mars. You absolutely are that. 100%.
I'm never a double agent. I just go with what I believe is true. That's all it is.
I'm glad no one got what I said.
Not espionage, Mars.
Mars a double agent, yo. Watch your back with Mars.
KGB.
He would trip. Mars would trip you up. Mars got his hand around. Mars got his hand around your back, but he see that red dot on the back of your head. He set that whole thing up.
Damn.
I'm gonna protect myself, man.
Yo, Fluent, you got next.
You know what? Because I do what I do. I'm gonna give. I know I was mean to him, but I'm gonna give him some props because, since Bob's, applauding losing, I'm gonna applaud some losing because he put up
a follower, Fluent.
He put up a valiant effort. I don't want you to feel lonely. He put up a valiant effort, and I'll give him his credit. He played well. He stepped up. His team just was decapitated by injuries, and it cost him. But Russell Westbrook played well this playoff season. Like,
yeah, he did, Joe.
7-7. Like,
he did.
You know, I'm gonna go.
Russ earned an extension.
Yeah,
Russ earned an extension.
He earned an extension or a job somewhere else. Absolutely. So I'm gonna go with Russ.
100%. Russ earned an extension. Yeah. I would be surprised if the Clippers didn't extend it.
Oh yeah, I think 100% they will. Mm-hmm. I think it's wrong, but I think they will.
So what you're telling me is the Lakers had 3 top 15 playoff performers in the NBA on their roster this season. That's what you're telling me. Okay. Interesting.
Mars, just because you put 3 lead singers in a group, no.
Together.
Right. Just because you put 3 lead singers on a group don't mean we're gonna spit out hits.
If you're the good, you make that work. If you're the good, you don't. Make that work. I expect you to make that work. If
you put Tina Turner, Diana Ross, and Whitney Houston on a record together, doesn't mean it's gonna be a hit.
That does not. We might not even get.
That's gonna be
I'm banking on it.
I'm gonna buy it. People are gonna buy it. People are gonna buy it.
Fluent. That album would be right here. Right here. That's Fluent.
You got that over LSG? I love you some LSG. Remember LSG? Come on, you don't know LSG? Levert Gill? Woo, baby.
He's too young for that, Fluent.
Way too young for that. All right, we'll do music later. I'll teach you guys.
Oh, that's a troll, definitely. That was definitely a troll. That was his head up there. He was trolling.
Hold on, let's see. This one from Zen Master Black Basketball Channel.
It wasn't that one.
AD and everyone else in the NBA.
Oh, on the sticky.
Yeah, they're all high.
I don't think all of them. There's a lot of people that don't do that.
It's a lot more than we think, though. I'll bet you that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's legal. It's not wrong.
80% of the league.
Mm-hmm.
It's legal now. It ain't,
and it's legal too.
Yeah, like who cares?
It's not that high. It's 80% of the league. Which
is wild as hell to me to think that I grew up during a time where you was getting in a lot of trouble. Now I could walk into a store and go, let me get a half an ounce of chocolate.
You guys don't understand what it's like. I remember, and I'll share the story.
I could for real walk in the store and go, let me get a half ounce.
I remember driving my cousin and having to stop and him get out the car and go into an alley and meet up with this guy and get in the car and
you ain't gotta do that no more,
bro.
You don't gotta do that no more. Which Damo, just let's be clear, Damo got to do, but he don't have them no more because it's legal now.
That's what I'm saying. That's cold.
He opened up a shop, that dude.
Yeah. So I hope so. This brother's doing time.
For real.
Real time.
They letting. I don't want to make it a race thing, but there's a lot of white boys out here getting money.
Yeah, they are. Plenty of dough. As a Kobe fan, you said? Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm. 89 J Stubb said, Ticket as a Kobe fan, you should now know averaging 28 and 10 in the finals and not winning finals MVP is not getting carried. Give AD his credit for that.
I concur. That's where I was getting at when I said he wasn't being consistent.
Lonnie Williams also said, don't be cheap and sign up for the group chat. Support these guys and get them likes up. In case y'all don't know, we have a panel group chat where all of us up here will be dialoguing about basketball consistently.
We do?
Come tap in with us. Oh, yeah, it just got created. You're not there?
I don't know. I missed a week.
Maybe we replace you with Ox.
Oh, someone got traded on his day off. He ain't even know.
Yeah. So that's the only reason y'all let me in the group chat.
Hey, Fluent, we just moved you into the open gym chat. Good luck over there. Geez. It's a lot of trolling going on.
Trolling? How dare you?
I tried to join their Discord once. Man, never again.
Wow.
Let me add it there.
All right, who we got? We got Mars.
Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, chat. Can y'all get us up to 1,000 likes? Can y'all do that for us? I would hate to have to just end the list.
Am I the only one that wants to see Maxey more?
No, you're not.
Underrating him, man.
I want him to go somewhere else, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
opportunity.
We agree he's better than Jordan Poole as well, right?
Oh, yeah, God.
A lot of guys better than Jordan Poole.
100%.
Maxey need to be talked about with not that elite group of point guards, but we need to start kind of mentioning him with that next tier.
The Darius Garland type.
Yes, absolutely.
Interesting.
I
get it. I don't consider him a point guard, to be honest, but I get it.
We could just say guards.
I think Darius Garland is better than him, but I agree in that tier. He's better than the Jordan Poole tier, which people put him in last year. But I think he's above like the Anthony Simons, Jordan Pooles, Tyler Heroes. I think he's above those guys.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think if he had the shot too, I think he'd be able to elevate that where you rank him even more.
He's on like the Jalen Green too. Yeah.
Amari said, outside of the mainstream names, who is elevating their basketball career that isn't getting proper recognition this playoff series? Shout out ticket for today.
Jalen Brunson.
Who is elevating their basketball career and not getting proper recognition?
Kevon Looney.
Mikal Bridges.
Rui Hachimura.
Definitely Rui.
Oh yeah, Rui.
That guy doesn't seem to miss. Who else? Anyone else? Tobias Harris is playing very well. He's still overpaid, but he's
that's a shocker.
Well.
The problem, you know what the thing is with Tobias Harris is everybody knows that they picked Tobias over Jimmy Butler, and when you compare the two, you're like, oh, that was bad.
Yeah. So he gets held to the Jimmy Butler standard.
Even I think even Philly quietly is like, we made a mistake.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they 100% made a mistake. Everybody does that.
He's good, but you're comparing him to Jimmy. You're like, oh, he's not that good.
Yeah.
But like if that wasn't there, you'd be really happy with what you're getting from him.
Yeah.
All right, y'all see the list. Y'all see the top 16. I'm going to go ahead and read one more super chat. And Damo, it's on you so you can figure out who you want. Ox, I know you alluded to the super chat earlier, but I didn't get a chance to read it. Crippled Thumb said, Ox, you still got to answer for all that ducking you did the show after Game 7. Nowhere to be seen. I'm so disappointed. Me too, Crippled Thumbs. Hashtag dim the beam.
We're disappointed in you.
Like I said, I'm disappointed in you for not being a loyal viewer.
Because if you was, you would have known that he was here. If you was, you would have known he was here. And he was mobile. He was on location, but he still was here. So kill it.
Y'all know I don't play. I streamed from the airplane the one time. I don't play.
Damo, talk to us.
Hey man, I'm about to follow the leader on praise and losing, since this is the theme here now with these picks. Praise and losing. Hey, I seen a lot from the young kid. He said he wasn't gonna get swept, and he didn't. He had them young guys fighting, and he's the reason why they should build around him and trade Cat. Give me Anthony Edwards. Give me Big AE.
Yeah, I can get with that.
Pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah. That's what I was actually gonna go with. I was waiting for y'all to just. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Anthony Edwards at 17. Ticket is on you next. Before we get to you, though, Brian Nation said, chill speaking facts with AD at 2. He's still been far and away the best defender in the playoffs, despite the inconsistent offensive nights.
Last night was his first bad defensive performance, which is unlike anything he's done in the prior 7 games. So
I agree. I don't agree with him at 2, but I do agree he's been by far the best defender in the playoffs.
You up, Ticket.
Put the list up. Man, y'all got views up here that ain't even.
All these
Ticket, we can't put everybody that's still in the playoffs up here because that's just not the way that works. There are some guys.
What?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He ain't say that name. I know.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I heard him.
Yes,
he did.
I
won't allow it.
Put it up there, Ron.
No,
put it up there.
You have to say that name twice to confirm it. You have to look.
Yes, he did. He said Julius Randle. 100%.
No.
Yes, he did. 100%. He said Julius Randle.
You got the wrong Nick.
Julius.
That's a troll, man. Oh my god.
No one's gonna take this list seriously.
Okay, I got you.
We've lost all credibility, man.
It was already.
We need to attach the names to each of these picks because I don't want to be blamed for having Julius Randle at 18. Because I'm not being labeled as the guy who had Julius Randle at 18.
Sorry, Mars. We're in this together.
All of us.
We ride together. We die together.
Drink More Water said Warriors free throws versus Kings when attempting 40 or more threes. Game 1, 27 free throws with 50 threes. Game 2, 18 free throws with 40 threes. Game 3, 23 free throws with 47 threes. Game 7, 30 free throws with 46 threes. The threes attempted don't really matter.
Okay, compare how much they're getting to the rim in these games.
That's what I was going right there.
Because if they're doing the James Harden approach of threes and layups, That's all their shot profile. Against the Lakers, that's not the same thing. They're not getting to the rim, so they're not going to get free throws.
That's not what was going on. That was not. De'Aaron Fox was going downhill all game, even though he was shooting the long ball. Even though all the rest of those dudes, Malik Monk was shooting the long ball. He was going downhill. They wasn't just standing behind the long ball line and shooting long balls and getting fouled. No. And don't leave out. Sabonis was getting to the stripe too. Their other big guys was getting to the stripe. So don't leave that out.
Wait. Put it back up, Ron. Can you? You lost it?
That last super chat?
Yeah, you lost it?
No, I got you. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the Warriors, right? The Warriors are shooting these free throws.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's not this the Warriors. It's saying the Warriors free throws versus us, not how much free throws we shot.
Yeah, it's the Warriors,
and they was getting to the rim too.
Well, I mean, it's that, and also it's you know they're playing us, so. You know that
no, Bob. No, I knew you was going to say that. You know how that goes. The whistle different. The whistle different against Sacramento as it is.
It's a little more sensitive.
I'd also like to think that the rim protection was different too. I like to think that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go that far, Fluent, but I'm happy you did it.
I'd like to think that the rim protection in Sacramento is different than it is in Los Angeles too. So,
yeah, they don't have a center.
Ouch.
Easy E Amachi said AD needs to dominate the game and stop being soft.
True.
I think we could all agree with that. The Tribe One said, I can't blame Perk for this ranking. It's okay to rank Jokic accordingly. No racist white voters in here. He's 2 at the lowest. Lakers in 6. Celtics better win.
I don't know how anyone can say Lakers in 6 and then anything positive about the Celtics. That makes no sense to me.
All right, y'all. We back at the top of the list. Ox, it is on you at 19. Who you taking?
This one's kind of hard, but I think I do go with Josh Hart.
Hey.
I would have found acceptable.
There's like 6 Knicks that need to be over Julius Randle.
At least
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I like Josh Hart. I like Josh Hart.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that pick at all.
And look, and Fly G, he had it because I ain't gonna lie. I almost went with Leak or Keegan Murray, but that's just bias, and I can't do that.
You're right. You should applaud winning. Good job,
Josh Hart doing this thing.
Absolutely. Moving along in the super chat. Ethan said Giannis can be on the list because there's no such thing as failure. It's steps to success. Now you're more fluent.
Giannis was spitting right there, man.
No, he was not. He was completely wrong.
No, no such thing as failure, man. Facts.
There is such a thing as failure, and the Bucks achieved it this year.
Nah, if Giannis says it, it's true. He's the best player in the world. He knows better.
Chill. Who you taking?
Man, well, I know that we've had a lot of different dudes on here, but to be honest with you, I'm loving Rui, man. I'm loving what Rui doing right now.
We're disrespecting someone so heavily right now.
Rui's a good pick. Just don't say anything because I always come through and I pick the right person.
Hoochie! Rui Hoochie.
All right, for those,
that is not a good nickname.
For all of our audio listeners that can't see what's going on the screen, I'll let you guys know what's 11 through 20. At 11, we have Jaylen Brown, 12, Aaron Gordon, 13, Kevon Looney, 14, LeBron James, 15, Russell Westbrook, 16, Tyrese Maxey, 17, Anthony Edwards, 18, Julius Randle, 19, Josh Hart, and last but not least, 20, Rui Hoochie Mama.
Hoochie.
Hey, I just got a FaceTime from a Player's Choice family member. And he wants everybody to know that this list looks like complete propaganda.
What's up, Euro?
Hey man, listen. The dope thing about this list is it's not. We can't all agree. Hey man, my grandmother told me if we all agree on everything, one of us shouldn't be here.
That's right.
We all agree Julius Randle shouldn't be that high.
We did all agree on that. Well, not
except for the one of us that. All right, here goes the list one more time. It is on you, Fluent.
you just mute Ticket right now because he's going to have a heart attack when I say this.
Ticket, putting you in
there's one player who has surprised me this playoffs, just being able to play a role when needed. He was able to score 20-plus points when needed. He played defense. He's played as a facilitator. He's kind of filled in every spot where his team had needed him to play in. Draymond Green.
Draymond.
I hate you, man.
Oh my God.
He should be over Julius Randle.
Oh.
He should be over Julius Randle.
100%. Yo, I love that.
Mute him.
I love that.
He should 100% be over Julius Randle.
A lot of people should be over Julius Randle.
Everybody should be over Julius Randle.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, okay. He should probably be over Julius Randle.
Blocking a player for not increasing their points by 2 or 3 in the playoffs, and then applauded a guy whose points went down by half in the playoffs.
Draymond is an attempted murderer.
That's okay. At least he doesn't use a ball as a weapon.
That's better than using a ball as a weapon. What are you talking about? He tried to kill somebody in front of millions of people.
Killed a man.
For real.
Okay with that?
I'm saying if he would have did that outside of the walls in on Golden One Center and got caught on tape stomping a man out in his chest, he probably have a court day. That's what I'm saying.
You know what they say? If he dies, he dies.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Jason the Kid with the super chat. He said, "Ticket cooking."
Cereal.
Daniel betrays.
How were those pretty people, by the way?
Hey, Damo, Daniel betrays said you need something.
Oh, already in the workings, bro. Already mid process.
What coast are you on, Damo? Just out of curiosity.
Which what?
What coast are you on?
East Coast.
Oh, okay.
But I get it shipped from Cali. I got people.
No, I was just curious about what time you start. That's
okay. Sorry, misunderstood the question. My bad.
YSN Money said AD is the worst game 2 performer of mankind. LA in 6. Hit 44 said need Troll Mars versus Damo today. Pause.
I don't know who this Troll
There's
Mars
a Troll Mars?
Troll Mars.
I know Stat Mars. I didn't know there's a Troll Mars.
It's 2 Mars. Just like it's 2 ADs, it's 2 Mars.
Right. I did know there was a Stat Mars. I did know that. I did not know it was a Troll Mars.
Mars or Mars is.
When did you get this name?
I don't know. People made up the term Troll Mars because I can cook people in so many different ways. Sometimes I get bored of talking basketball. I decide to cook people with ESPN narratives, and now that's called Troll Mars, I guess. But I just want to cook people in different ways because it's fun. There you go.
Y'all better leave Mars alone.
You know what I love about these comments?
This one right here?
Yeah. I love when people make comments like that because it's like, so change it, make it better. How would you? And it's
they gonna argue the 19th and 20 spot. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I'm 100% arguing that spot. That's Julius Randle. I'm 100% arguing that spot.
Okay. Well, that one is wrong. We all agree.
Yeah. Well, 18, but same
Mars. Thing. It is on you at 22. While you're doing that, Angie Carr said Ticket got loose for this. Damo cooked. TWB said AD got a high ceiling and the lowest floor.
Yeah, exactly.
There ain't no in between with him. It's either this or that. There is no middle ground with AD. Either it's awesome or he's stuck.
In the playoffs, in this playoff so far, his floor has literally been Rudy Gobert. That was his floor up until last night. His floor was Rudy Gobert.
That's a high ceiling.
Bryant Country, Big Country Reeves.
Trae Young.
Amazing pick, Mars. I was about to have to intervene myself, but
Trash Trae. You know what? I got to tell you, he made the worst margarita. He's fired. The ice was melted. It was warm. It's garbage trash.
Moving along, it is on you, Damo.
I'm gonna go with probably, in my opinion, if he continues to come off the bench, the best 6 man in basketball. Celtics got an absolute steal Malcolm Brogdon.
Stole him.
Absolute steal.
Yeah, he threw away game 1 against Philly, but it's fine.
Man, Julius Randle's at 18. Man, I don't think that we can.
That's ruined the whole list. I'm not gonna lie.
We can excuse that.
Hey, y'all forget? Hey, did y'all forget that Danilo was supposed to be here too? Remember, Danilo got hurt.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how much of a difference you thought Danilo got.
That's why they signed Blake Griffin.
Yeah, but he's not Danilo. I get what you're saying.
Right, they had to replace him. And Mars, are you sure about that? Because when I think about Gallo was going to give them what was the new guy that they got from Oklahoma City?
Muscala.
That was Gallo, only except that was going to be more production, more points.
Well, I agree he's better than Mike Muscala, but I just don't know how much he's really played in the postseason because I feel like there's been a steady decline from Gallo since his time in OKC.
I think that got him for the postseason specifically. I think he was probably going to be just chilling, mostly during the offseason. I mean, the regular season, playing, limited minutes. But that's what I thought they were getting him for.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe we'll see next year. I don't know. He's going to be what, like
30, yeah, I don't know.
45. I don't know.
This might be his last go.
Yeah.
Ruga Red said 80 switch up with Whiteside every other game.
Damn, and Hassan Whiteside was so trash.
So trash. I got video evidence of that.
Hey, man, he was just trying to get his 2K rating up, bro. Relax.
I just remember watching games of him where like he'd had 20 rebounds, and it was the most insignificant 20 rebounds that I'd seen ever.
He was Andre Drummond who could block shots. That's what he was. 100%. Andre Drummond who could block shots. Just
Drummond with personality.
Impactless. The most impactless big I've ever seen.
I'm watching this like I'd see the box score and it'd say 20 rebounds, and then I actually go watch the game and I'm like, he wasn't doing anything. He was just standing there.
Useless.
13200 said, how good is Steve Kerr as a coach? What are his flaws and strengths? Also, where's Giannis? And Randall, Brunson, and Hart are right where they belong.
Definitely a Knicks fan.
100%.
Giannis played what? 2.5 games? Like,
yes.
I don't know.
Even like Kawhi, I think, almost disqualified from this.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it because of injury?
I have high praise of Steve Kerr. I really like Steve Kerr. I don't like a lot of the slack Steve Kerr gets as a coach, personally. So I hate him up. High regards.
I agree.
I think one of the main adjustments that Steve Kerr makes, and I know that sounds crazy, but defensively, he actually does a good job in game with not in game. I'm sorry, with making adjustments. I think he does a really good job. He gets that from Phil Jackson too.
I think he does a good job of hiding bad defenders. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's a like you can't hide Steph, Clay, and Jordan Poole, but if he only has like 1 or 2 questionable defenders, he does a good job of hiding them. I do think he has a benefit of like Draymond Green and stuff, but he does a good job of hiding those type of guys. And I think he does a good job of keeping people engaged. Like sometimes he'll shorten his rotation, and like guys like Jermichael Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody will get no PT, but then they come in and they're ready to contribute straight away. Like I don't think there's a lot of coaches who can keep those type of guys engaged all season long. And he
gets that from Phil Jackson, where you had guys like Randy Brown who wouldn't play, or Judd Bushler who wouldn't play all season long. And then the playoffs start, and then Judd Bushler is playing 25 minutes in the game, right? Randy Brown is playing 20 minutes, and you hadn't heard from him all year. So I think he does a good job of keeping guys engaged. I can get with that logic, sure.
And he also, I feel like he's taken a part of all the great coaches and systems he's been a part of. He takes it all and incorporates it with what he's doing with his offense. He takes the time he had from Phil Jackson. He takes the time he had under Pop. He takes that experience he had in the front office with the Suns, and he's all meshed that into this Warriors dynasty that we've seen.
That's what kind of offense I think they run, Damo. That free flowing, constant action. It kind of reminds me of a mixture of what he was doing in San Antonio plus the triangle. That's what it looks like.
And then just with the pace of Phoenix, like it's weird. It's just, shout out to Steve Kerr, man. Very good coach.
Yeah, he know what he's doing.
Ticket, it's on you at 24. I'm gonna bring up the list. Here we go. While you looking at that and figuring out who you want, Grande Jones said 80 was 25, 10.7, and 2 blocks on 50, 40, 90 in the finals. What the fuck?
I think that's exactly what happened.
What are we talking about?
Hey, put the list back up. Man, y'all disrespectful to Klay Thompson. Put Klay up there.
That's why.
I agree.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson would have been my next pick.
His mama call him Klay? I'm gonna go and cut.
Yep.
Damn, I don't know.
All right, Ox, it's back on you. While you're doing that, let me go ahead and while you thinking of your next pick.
Oh, okay.
Ruger Red said y'all forgot about Space Jam 3 filming now. So we all know.
Are you sure about that?
Is it Brian again or what?
Nah, he a troll, by the way. He lying.
Oh, okay, so maybe
he trolling.
Who's doing Space Jam 3?
Trae Young.
Who's worthy?
Brian Holiday said, "Can LeBron operate more on ball to slow the pace?"
It would slow the pace. I think they need to operate more on the ball just because he's the best pick and roll player they have. That's the way I think he needs to be on the ball more.
I think they do it because D'Lo kind of needs the bonus. I don't know how efficient or how productive you're going to get from D'Lo being mainly off the ball, which if you got to bring him off the court and now you start Schroeder, that might be something you look into for defensive purposes. But D'Lo being on ball is why LeBron isn't on ball. And I like D'Lo in the pick and roll. Now, it needs to be more consistent with his 30-point, 25-point game outings. But even when D'Lo's off, him getting AD going is a big thing, which we didn't get much of, but I'm not about to sit here and blame Darvin Ham for the millionth time. But
Alexander Neely said, "How the hell you got
Darvin Ham?"
What was that?
I just want to be clear. You have an issue with Darvin Ham?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Alexander Neely said, "How the hell you got Randall on this list, but no Joel?"
Julius Randle's appearance on this list is not condoned by me nor anyone on the Players Choice platform.
That's a disclaimer right there. The views of said are not condoned by the rest of the platform.
Yes. To our sponsors, we apologize that Julius Randle has been on this list.
Yo, Ox, it's on you.
Oh yeah, so since ticket took Clay, but even then I still let me think who I got. Oh, y'all know who I got.
Who you got?
This is my last pick, huh?
Oh
yeah, this is my last pick.
He has to put him in.
Nah, it's Lee.
Okay, nice.
Lee.
Who'd you put?
Malik Monk.
Oh, Malik. Oh, that's actually
Ron. That's Ron. Say his name correctly. That's Mini Mac Sauce.
My bad.
Mini Mac Sauce.
J.R. Smith 2.0, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's starring in the next Space Jam.
Yeah. Hey, I could get with that.
Speaking of Space Jam, Angie Carr said, "If Trey in Space Jam 3, I'm taking the Monstars."
Hey, yeah, I don't know if y'all know.
Should win. I like when the bad guy wins.
Hey, everybody knows though. Hey, Angie is the GOAT. I don't know if y'all know this or not. Y'all can
Angie, I'm not feeling you right now, Angie. Matter of fact, Angie, send me your cash app. Put it in there. I'm sending you that $2 back. King Shotter 442 said, "Can you rank the greatest NBA franchises? Top 3." Let's hear everybody's top 3.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Boston, Lakers, and San Antonio.
Lakers, Boston, and Golden State. I'm a bandwagon.
I didn't hear the question, but I was laughing at Angie still. Can you rank the greatest NBA franchises? Oh, come on, let's go back to that.
Yeah, Lakers. That's what I was thinking. Lakers. I mean, to have 20 years sustained to go into the playoffs and like the San Antonio Spurs did, absolutely. Yeah. And then the Lakers and the Celtics. 100%. What the Bulls did and what the Golden State Warriors did. There's a difference between the dynasty and going on a run. Yeah. And that's what they're doing right now. The Golden State Warriors are going on a run, just like the Bulls went on a run. Like we haven't heard from the Bulls since Jay and Pippen left.
That's true.
All right, fellas, let's keep it pushing. Ox just chose Malik Monk. Chill, it's on you.
Andrew Wiggins.
Nice.
Okay.
I like all the Canadians on this list.
It'll be one more, even if I gotta add him at 31.
Oh no.
The Tribe One said, "For Damo, who you got? Start bench cut. JR, Jordan Poole, Austin. Also, I want the Celtics to be there when we win a ring. Also, Bam not being top 20, nasty.
And Damo, you going down that rabbit hole again. I'm telling you, with that Jordan Poole, Austin Reeves.
I'm not going down the rabbit hole because
Damo, just plead the fifth. Damo, you can just plead the fifth for real.
Nah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to J.R. Smith even have him on there with them boys.
Crazy. I'm starting Austin Reeves, I'm benching J.R. Smith, and I'm cutting Jordan Poole. That's my list.
Doesn't it
Hey Bob, you sick, boy.
Well, I'm sick, bro. I'm saying J.R. Oh no, that's right, because you said you got Jordan Poole. Yeah, nah, that's disrespectful to J.R. Smith to have him on the list with them two boys.
Facts.
I bet you he's the best golfer of the three.
Fire.
It's probably Austin Reeves.
I still got my AR-15.
Oh,
just in his DNA.
Yeah, Austin Reeves probably better.
That's Hillbilly Kobe. Come on, man.
Fire.
He can't get with JR though. Like
Zen Master Black Basketball Channel says smash the like button.
Facts.
Get it up, yo. Get it up.
Drink More Water said the biggest reason AD played bad was Draymond.
Chill out, Drink. See, like Drink, you'll send us super chats and you'll say something dope, and then you'll turn around and you'll say something whack like that. Come on, B.
I'm just happy to see Drink More Water back. This is the first appearance he's made since Milwaukee got smoked, so it's good to see him back.
Maybe back. He's been sick. It's going around, I hear.
He came back the moment Coach Bud got fired. I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Coincidence.
Chill. Are you saying he needs to drink more water and drink less alcohol?
That's in the words of Big Ox, stay off the you know what. Chill out, B.
Ethan said, now we know why Bob was in Mexico. Happy Cinco de Mayo. All right, here goes the list. Chill just chose Andrew Wiggins. Fluent, it's on you.
Most consistent player on a team that unfortunately lost in the first round is the number 2 seed. We're going with Dylan. Just kidding. We're going.
Okay.
But I don't think we get enough love,
like,
though.
What?
On his team.
Someone gonna get us kicked off the air with that.
No, Desmond Bane played consistently and played well throughout that series, though. Even everything that was going nuts with Ja and Brooks and everything, he was their one kind of consistent player. So I know no one else is going to pick him, so I'm going to go Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane it is.
Shout out to Dylan Brooks.
Along the road, Smith said Giannis one leg in the finals, 35.2, 13.2, and 5.
One of the best finals performances of all time.
Ever.
He's a great player, phenomenal player.
Fantastic player.
Some would argue the best.
I did have to walk back my take about Giannis, but I'm straight, man.
I did too that year. I was about to put him in Westbrook categories. That was crazy. That was a crazy summer.
No, I had to walk back my take that he a better offensive player than Joker. No, he's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
terrible take.
Yeah,
such a bad take.
And usually I'll throw the lifeline and come on, man. I'll let you. Y'all dudes let me just walk right in the middle of the ocean.
I was trying to tell you.
Just let me keep going with that. Like, damn. And then I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, yo, you really said that? You wow for that? No.
Yeah, we've all had our fair share.
Yeah, like you wow for that. You got to come off that because he's not.
Ethan said Ticket about to cook Lamo 3 the hard way.
Too bad he didn't.
Oh, you got cooked, nigga.
No, I did not get cooked. That's crazy. You made water. You boiled water, gang.
That ain't what the people say.
You made microwavable noodles. It says don't microwave. You still did it.
That's fire. Ethan again said can't take Dylan Brooks because the Shanghai Sharks already took him.
Just so you know, Ethan, and just so you know, Ethan, you in particular, because you got jokes about Dylan Brooks, he's starting in Phoenix. If he was on Phoenix, he'd be starting. 100%.
He's starting on a team next year.
Period.
He's starting. He's starting in Phoenix. 100%. He's starting in Dallas.
Listen,
on that court.
All Dylan Brooks did was he bit off way more than he could chew.
All.
That doesn't make him a horrible guy that shouldn't be in the NBA. So all the Shanghai Shark jokes are funny. He is an NBA player. Period.
And I know what y'all dudes heard, right? I know y'all all heard that Memphis, me and Tone just had this conversation yesterday. Y'all heard Memphis say under no circumstances, but it was cut off. So apparently Dylan Brooks, his demands in terms of his money, he was looking for about 25 a season. That's what he was looking for. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for 25 a season. And I'm sure that the language in Memphis was under no circumstances are we paying him that. But that part got cut off.
Lands on the moon. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, and that's what got cut off. And all you heard was under no circumstances. And now that means the reason why he's not coming back because he sucked. So under no circumstances are we bringing him back. No, I'm thinking that under no circumstances are you going to be on our books for $25 million. Nah,
I'll give him 25 for 3 years.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
Angie Carr says, wish the Suns picked up D Rose. Could have got minutes. That's not a bad.
They should have picked up.
Is Derrick Rose washed?
They should have picked up Dylan Brooks.
Thibodeau just doesn't play him. So we don't even. I don't see him on the court to know if he's washed. He looked okay last year when he was playing.
He said he still got something left, but I don't know. I haven't seen him play.
I'm taking Derrick Rose 2 years from now over Cameron Payne's 2 years ago. That's all I know. So today, I'm definitely taking Derrick Rose.
That's too much math.
I don't know, Ron, because I mean, Tibb, that's his man. Like D Rose,
that is his man.
Maybe it's really, maybe he can't play, and Tibb's just like, chill out. You sit on the bench. We'll let Jalen do this.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I get it. But at the same time, the Knicks do have two good point guards, though.
The one thing we do know about Derrick Rose, like his mental will stop him from playing. Right? We know, like, remember when he was first coming back from his injury?
You fight that, Ron?
He was healthy, but he couldn't keep playing. So
do you fight that, Ron?
Do I fight what?
Well, he just said his mental will stop him from playing.
I mean, you can't really fight that. If mentally he's not prepared to play, or if his body's not prepared to play, then I mean, it is what it is. But the thing that I'm saying, though, if he's ready to play, I'm taking Derrick Rose over a lot of
If he was ready to play, I think Tibbs.
Yeah, I'll take Derrick Rose over Cameron Payne for sure.
No, here's what I'm saying, though. The Knicks have two good point guards. Obviously, Jalen Brunson, but then Emmanuel Quickly got game.
And Brandon Grimes is good too.
He plays better defense than Derrick Rose, and Tibbs is the defensive guy.
Well, it obviously wasn't that bad because he tore his knee up 10 years ago. He's still in the league.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been injured like that in the last right.
His comeback story is fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
Moving along, Leb Onar said AD's preserving his body every other game.
Hey man,
long game thinking. The long game is how we doing that.
Strategy, baby. What was the stat? Game ones, he's a giant. Game twos, he's taking a night off. Hey man, strategy.
When I think of Anthony Davis, I totally think he's playing chess. We're playing chess.
Yeah, he's load managing on the court. That's just genius. Right?
Some of y'all just playing Connect Four for real.
People complain that he's missing time. He's playing. He's load managing out there.
In the words of Shaq, y'all dudes nasty with this.
He gave you what you wanted. He gave you what you wanted. You said stop load managing. He's out there playing every game.
This is nasty.
Well done, AD.
Fellas, we still have a list.
How many we got?
We got 3 left.
3 left.
3 left. Mars, it is on you.
Bam Adebayo.
Bam, bam.
Bam.
We got there.
How Joel Embiid ain't on this list? That's super wild. But
how James Harden not on this list?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
then put him in the last piece.
Is crazy.
I don't have a pick.
We wow. We wow on some level.
2 bums.
It's because James Randle was taking up a spot.
Hey, Big Ox, I about had it. Enough of you, Ox, with this Embiid as the bum. I had it with you with that. Okay,
right,
that's enough.
All right.
Okay, now.
And chill, you see, I don't even pay him no mind. He done heard from me plenty of times. Years back though, since he didn't just come on the Players' Choice platform and start trying to call and beat a bum. This is ongoing.
Okay, I just got on. Okay, all right.
Yeah, him call me an ass man because that's the MVP, baby.
I just keep going.
Just a moment of silence for everybody. The chat, stop typing. Just a moment of... All right, let's proceed. Daniel Betrays said, best basketball discourse on YouTube. Have a great weekend, guys.
Yeah, thanks, brother. You too.
Let's think of tomorrow weekend. You best believe I'm gonna have me a good one, boy.
Find out where they at.
I know where. I don't gotta find them. I know where they is. We got you, Domo. 29.
Man. In honor of my guy Ox inspired me. If we're gonna be homers, I guess I'm gonna be a homer because I need my hillbilly Kobe on the list. Austin Reeves, AR-15. I've been drafting real safe. I'm drafting for want. I'm not drafting for need right now. Drafting what I want to draft, and that's AR-15.
Joel Embiid ain't on this list. That's wild.
Nope, but Austin Reeves is.
I wasn't being a homer. Both of my guys deserve to be on this list.
Giannis ain't on this list neither.
Imagine being MVP and not being in the top 30.
Right, imagine that. And you still in the playoffs too, by the way.
Yeah, you're just not that good.
You in the playoffs, Mars.
And you know what's crazy? Everybody's saying this had a pick, and it wasn't Joel Embiid. So this doesn't fall on
You know what's funny? So you're telling me the only Sixer on there is Tyrese Maxey?
Yep.
That's it.
That's the future.
That's it.
The future of Philly. Tyrese
I
Maxey.
assumed everybody was picking him. Jeez.
Chat, this right here is player's choice in a scope right here. This is what you get. When you come to player's choice, you get things like this. You won't find this nowhere else. Ticket, the last pick's on you.
Jimmy A.D.
While Ticket's figuring out who he's going to choose, I got another super chat from Angie Carr. She said he's not the same guy as before, but he still got something in the tank. I mean, he dropped 50 post-injury. That should count for something.
That was like 4 years ago now. Though.
Right, I was in like 19. Yeah, he did that.
A lot changes in 4 years. I mean, LeBron used to be good 4 years ago. Now he's washed. So,
wow.
A lot changes.
James.
Harden?
No.
I mean, both of them, to be honest. Both of them used to be much better 4 years ago.
There's a difference between much better and washed, Mars.
Oh, no, LeBron's washed.
No, he is not.
When you compare him to his old self, he's washed compared to that. He's still better than 90% of the NBA, but that's not what that means. Like, if you fall off compared to what you were, you're washed up compared to that.
Yeah.
He's washed.
That's crazy that you washed, but you still better than 9 out of 10 guys.
Yeah, like if Usain Bolt started running a 9.9 instead of a 9.6, he's washed. He's still faster than most people, but he's washed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, Ticket, you there?
Got the last pick in the draft.
Ticket TV.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Fire.
We'll take it to Ox. Big Ox, who you got? The last pick in the draft, Big Ox. The clock ran out on Ticket. He loses pick.
Oh, damn.
It would be my honor. Yeah, this is player's choice. Number 30.
Like the beam.
Domantas Sabonis.
I knew that was coming.
Ron.
No, hey, Ron, stop. Ron, stop.
You have a pick, Ron. You should make the pick, Ron.
Who you got, Ron?
Domantas Sabonis.
No, it's a bonus.
It's more so, because of his impact to
I agree with the chat. Disgusting.
Yeah, that just ruined the whole list.
Sabonis made it disgusting, bro.
Worse than Julius Randle?
No,
Okay,
Julius
okay,
Randle
let's
was worse.
Let's chill out.
All right, y'all. I'm going to run through these super chats,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to go ahead and wrap things up.
Let's do it.
Y'all see the list. Hey, it is what it is.
Nasty.
Sanders Price said 2,500 viewers and just 420 likes is disgusting.
Hit that like button.
420 is a nice number. 420.
That's why we gave y'all that nasty list, because y'all giving us these nasty likes. Angie Carr said, "Come on, Fluent. Need to cop that Don DeMarco DLC."
I still have no idea what that means.
DeMarco.
No idea what you're talking about.
Ethan says, "Say his name, Ox."
Like the beam.
Davion.
K the Don said, "I'll get on here and cook Ticket and his Braun takes."
Go on Ticket versus the World then, and then go cook him.
Yeah.
I have a whole show just for people that want to do it.
Yes, he does. He has that.
Ethan said, "The Russ slander is crazy." Made the list.
He was in the top 15.
Yes, he was.
He got up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's slander. Yeah,
Russ was at 15. Yeah,
he was above an All-Star. Julius Randle.
Hey, he's not top 10 though. That's the disrespect. That's the slander.
He was also behind Kevon Looney, but
Nick Dawson said, "No, Udonis Haslem." Shaking my head.
I was thinking about putting Udonis on there too. I thought about that, but I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna pass." Thanks, big fella.
He should be over Julius Randle.
Rondé Jones said, "Embiid averages 18.8 points. Ticket reaching."
You see, Ticket ain't picking.
Yeah, the box score wasn't looking nice enough for Embiid.
Savants Reacts says, "Shout out to Mars Talk Sports. Mars smart as fuck."
I am.
I like your burner account. Cool emoji.
Thank you.
Keeping it pushing. Rhino Gang 90 said Dylan Brooks better be the last on this list.
No, he is not.
He shouldn't have made the list, and he didn't.
Right. Yeah,
That's one thing. That's one thing.
Right. No way.
Dylan Dynasty, baby.
Hit 44 said Looney over AD in the playoffs. I'm super chatting.
I guess. I mean, if he plays, AD's going for 45. So
That's not ridiculous.
AD just put 30 and 20 on him.
They had to take him out the game to neutralize AD.
He just put 30 and 20 on him. What are you talking about?
He said he's super
Brunson
chatting.
is on the list,
EJ.
EJ, look at the list again. He's on the list.
Focus, brother.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's just very high, so you weren't looking in the top 10.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
He's looking. I don't see him near 30.
Hugh Taylor said Lou Fort or Dylan Brooks.
He meant Lou.
Give me Lou. Give me Lou.
Yeah, Lou Dort, man.
Give me Lou.
GB said MJ, Kobe, Bron top 3.
Nice.
Always.
Why not?
Actually, no. I got Kobe 5. I lied. I had to think about that. No, it's not.
Why not?
Get Bron out of there. Put
Kareem is
in
this.
there.
Am I saying Kareem is this, man?
Ugh, Kareem. Ugh.
Sanders 5 said Malik Monk or Jordan Poole.
Malik
Monk.
Yeah, Monk.
You're about to wake a sleeping giant. Keep it up.
I
Zayn said,
think Ticket agrees though, doesn't he?
No,
He
Jordan Poole puts up superstar numbers when Steph ain't. So,
okay. No, I just thought I heard him say that he did have leaked over him before. Yeah, so maybe not.
In that order, that's the start bank cut. In that order, Wallace, Gobert.
Exactly, Zane.
You already got it in order.
You already got it. Good.
Draymond's been more or less really good.
Derek Washington said Mitchell Robinson been balling now.
No, he hasn't. He's been good. I said I'm still on record saying this. The Knicks passing on Mark Williams in Charlotte was a mistake. He's better than Mitchell Robinson today. He'd be the starting 5-man in New York if the Knicks had taken him. They made a mistake passing on him.
I like both of them though, honestly.
Man, I wanted to take Mark Williams with the number 4 pick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get him. So I was like, we could trade back for him or something. You know,
Knicks made a mistake passing on him.
I thought the Hornets made a mistake getting rid of Durant for him.
What happened, Bob?
Jalen Durant.
Jalen
Durant is going to be really good, man.
Nah, bro. Because remember, initially, I'm like, we got to get Jay Ivey.
Oh wow!
I don't know what.
Yeah, I thought you guys were going to get Jalen.
Here's the thing, though, Mars, because I said this to you already. I can't really get a gauge on this kid because I have such a difficult time watching the Detroit Pistons. I can't handle it.
Yes,
I try to sit down and watch these dudes. Say that one more time.
He's diet John Moran a little bit. From when I watch him play, it's diet John.
Oh, Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey, yeah.
No, we talking about Durant.
Oh, Durant. Oh, my fault.
He's baby Dwight Howard.
Because that's what I'm hearing. 1 minute, this dude looks like he could be Dwight Howard good, but then I get so thrown off the track because I'm watching the Detroit Pistons and I'm like, these dudes are terrible. What the hell am I doing watching this?
I mean, his offensive game right now is just him feeding off offensive rebounds because Killian Hayes can't get him the ball.
Right.
And Cade's not there. Like he's suffering out there in Detroit. And then James Wiseman comes in and starts.
I'm about to say, that was the
that made it worse.
That just made it worse.
James Wiseman.
But next year with Cade, if they go with Jalen Duren over the Isaiah Stewarts and James Wiseman, people are going to be like, "Oh, we didn't know about this guy. He's really good."
Don't forget that got Marvin Bagley over there. So.
Bob, I see you're wearing the blue and the red, but we can save the Pistons talk for when we talk about the lottery episode.
See, Ron don't like talking about these teams that aren't the best teams.
I know. I just want to read my people's super chats. That's
all. Send super chats about the Pistons, guys.
That's fire.
Yo, bro, there's no way you're really finna get through all these super chats today. This is crazy.
Zane said, "Chill, Fluent, start bitch cut, Bob Pettit, Bob Cousy, Mikey, George Mikey."
Even you didn't see those guys.
I did not see those guys. But if I'm going off of the homework that I did, I'm starting Bob Pettit.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm starting Bob Pettit. I'm benching Mike and I'm cutting Cousy.
Nice. Good order.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
I agree. Considering I just did one yesterday where Bob Pettit and his St. Louis Hawks were the only team to beat Bill Russell in the NBA.
That was it.
He got hurt, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
And he was a rook too. Don't leave that part.
He should be 12 and 0. He should be 12 and 0.
I understand all the reasons, but still, I'll give him his first MVP. Let's give him his props.
Hunter 3200 say a day late, but may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Who should the Bucks hire as their new head coach?
Mike D'Antoni.
Oh my God, yo, Mars! If they do that, I swear.
What?
Don't forget Mars likes Mike D'Antoni.
What's your reasoning with Mike D'Antoni?
Because their defense, with or without Mike D'Antoni, is going to be
very
fine.
true, bro.
Their defense with Giannis, Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, will be a top 5 defense with or without great defensive coaching. Offensively, they're egregious. You get Mike D'Antoni in there offensively, that solves a lot of problems. So I'm just thinking their defense can hold up with or without great coaching. Nick Nurse is a great defensive coach, but he also has same struggles offensively. He's just a heavy isolation coach. I don't see how that benefits Giannis. Whereas Mike D'Antoni is great at elevating these bigs who are great finishing around the rim and need a pick and roll partner. Amari Stoudemire, prime example. That just makes Giannis look better offensively. So just get
who's distributing to Amari Stoudemire?
Yeah. We don't have Steve Nash.
Right.
That's why they need to make some trades.
Hey, Drew Holiday's leaving. He's done. Drew Holiday.
They need to make. No matter what I do, they need to make trades. Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday need to go. One of them. I would get rid of Chris Middleton, but one of them needs to go. And then you bring in Mike D'Antoni.
For who? For who? Middleton for who?
Whatever you can get. I don't know. I don't know what Middleton's trade value is at this point.
Well, he's a free agent. He's a free agent.
Knock down.
I think he has a player option, but
he got a player option. He's not leaving that money on the table. Neither.
But I'm trading Chris Middleton for something viable. I don't know what his trade value is, but I'm trading him for something viable. Mike D'Antoni is just so good offensively speaking. From a coaching standpoint, I think that helps the Bucks more than bringing in another defensive coach who's flawed offensively.
That team would stink.
Terrible. Terrible.
Get Trae Young in there, man. They're trying to get rid of him.
Get Mike D'Antoni, man. Get Mike D'Antoni.
All right, fellas. Last super chat of the day that I must get to from Mental Insurance. If anybody needs some, hit this man up right here. He said Suns won against the Clippers without their best players and now about to get swept. Kings took the champs in full health to 7. De'Aaron over Booker any day.
Imagine if we said after
he needs mental insurance.
Imagine if we said after.
Nah, he's spitting. Y'all just can't accept facts. Y'all can't accept facts.
You and him both need mental insurance together.
Say that again, Mars. What you just said.
Imagine if we said after the Kings Warriors series, after game 2, that the Warriors were about to get swept. Look how poorly that aged. Like 2 games that Denver played at home doesn't mean Phoenix are about to get swept. That's not what that means.
If Mike Brown wouldn't have turned into a used car salesman, we could have won game 7.
So LeBron James has never had a great coach. Is that what I'm hearing?
I've never said that before.
1 minute he's a great coach and he's a Hall of Fame coach.
Now he's a used car salesman. I mean,
I think he deserved Coach of the Year and everything. He just had a lapse right there.
Oh, so regular season coach.
I'm not saying that either. I'm saying he'll be back. He'll be okay. But you can't be great every second of the day. Sometimes players fuck up too.
Mike D'Antoni. That's what I'm hearing.
Let's knock off these last ones. I gotta go take my meds.
All right. We will see you guys same time Monday.
Damn, why you not doing the last 6? You almost made it, bro. You almost did it.
Maybe next time. See y'all later.
Take it light.
I'm proud of you.
We'll take it. Yes, sir.
Now you're more